and where we go live on Twitch and the Tube. Okay, there we go. All right. And if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. I'm going to say that right now. But happy Sunday, everyone. It's Sunday Fun Day because we're going to have some fun today. I don't give a what happens. We're going to have some fun. All right. Because, guys, as I told you last night, if you were here, I'm going to be gone for the rest of the week. Okay. I'll be back either Friday or Saturday. Not sure which day. I might take a nap on Friday. But we're going to be gone. All right. It's my baby's fall break? It's fall break. And so we're going to go do something fun. All right. If you're in a Discord, you'll likely get random picks. So there's that. There won't be any picks of Bubba because unless he consents. So there's that. What else do we have? So let's have some fun today. It's going to be a short show, likely 2 hours, 2.5 tops, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see what happens. Hi, Octavius. All right. So welcome in again. Happy Sunday. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. All right. Hi, TikTok. Thank you all so much for being with me here this afternoon because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate y'all. So thank you so very much. Now, with that being said, guys, let's be active participants. All right. If you are on the tube, let's make sure you are liking the stream. Like the stream, guys. Also, if you're here on the TikToks, all right, make sure that we are tapping the screen, sharing the live, taking care of these daily gift goals, doing all of the good things because doing so helps gets us on the FYP and keeps us there so that we can have these conversations with these Trump supporters. Now, with that being said, guys, we of course are working on our daily donation goal of $150. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9 at gmail.com. It's the best way to support the live. So if you are enjoying the edutainment, the information, all of the good things, then by all means, show support. I appreciate you. And if you're over on the tube, the best way to support is via a super chat. So guys, let's get this party started. We're going to bring up our first Trump supporter. All right. Just kidding. It's me. I brought up my backup. That make me laugh. Okay, moving on. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and get in the box. We're just looking for some conversations at this time with Trump supporters. Ooh, why you come in like that?
My fault.
Good God. Okay, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, and how old are you?
20.
20. Okay. All right. And so we can do one of two things. We can do Trump hates America. Why do you support him? Or we can do if you voted for Trump. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm just gonna say if you voted for Trump, you're going to hell. Which one would you like to talk about? Whoa, how'd your voice go from there to there? Like, what are we doing?
Wait, you said if you voted for Trump, you're going to hell? You truly believe that? Okay, but me personally, I mean, I don't fully support him. I mean, I don't mean honest. I don't really care who's the president. To be honest, in my opinion, I just feel like the main reason I support him is because the way Democrats have been acting is so bad that it's so bad that I just choose Trump, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Everything they do is stupid. To be honest, in my opinion, they don't know what a woman is. They want to spread it to kids. Not all of them, obviously. They want open, obviously not all of them, but some do want open borders or want to keep illegal immigrants, which makes no sense. Stuff like that. I'm not saying you, Derek, I'm just saying some of the politicians act like that. They said I sound 12. Damn.
I have a question. Did your parents vote for Trump?
My parents don't vote. They don't care about that. My parents are immigrants, bro. They don't care about that politician shit. They really only care about the politics in their own countries.
Okay, because you just said a lot that I'm not even gonna kid you.
I'm not MAGA, by the way. I'm more independent. I don't care about
everyone's an independent. No, I promise you, everyone is an independent. Yes, they are.
I mean,
okay, but you voted alongside Trump, and you mentioned the way that Democrats are acting. So the Democratic Party. Okay, I have a quick question for you because you said you're 20, right?
Yeah.
What year were you born in?
2005.
2005. What month is your birthday?
February.
Okay. All right. Bet. All right. Got to go with what you say. You don't got this. I'm sorry. When's your birthday? February 29th?
Yeah.
And what year were you born in?
2000. I mean, 2005. My fault.
2005. February 29th, 2005?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with leap years?
You said what?
Are you familiar with leap years? You almost had it. You really did. You almost had it. Goodbye. He almost had it, y'all. He was this close. He was like this close. It was this close. That is so funny. He was so close, wasn't he? Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Why did he say the 29th? He could have said the 28th. These kids is stupid. I said it. I said it. I said it. So there's that. There is that. What is wrong with these children? I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Oh, that girl good. All right. Hi, Be Real. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
All right. And how old are you, sir?
54.
54? Okay, fantastic. All right, guys. Hey, let's keep the momentum going, guys. Let's keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And remember, if you're on the tube, go ahead and make sure that you're liking the stream. I'm going to go ahead and reset our goal over here on the TikToks to the finger hearts. So let's go ahead and knock those out. And if you feel so inclined, all right, pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is named PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9 at gmail.com. All right. I thank you. And Bubba definitely thanks you, especially this upcoming week. Okay. So Be Real. All right. Which one would you like to talk about, sir? Would you like to talk about Trump hates America? Why do you, what?
Erica, you didn't like the way that young man articulated himself, and
he didn't articulate himself. He was underage.
Exactly what he was old enough to vote, though.
No, he wasn't. I'm sorry. Can you go look at a calendar real quick if you really want to do that and tell me, did February in 2005 have 29 days?
See, he's the future, though.
You don't know how leap years work either.
But he's the future, though.
He's not the future. I can't talk to people under the age of 18, sir.
But
you can't be on TikTok lives.
Our young people, though.
You can't be on TikTok lives if you're under the age of 18. So like if this was in the grocery store, we could have a conversation, but this is on a TikTok live where you have to be of age. You have to be at least 18 years or older. He wasn't.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Is that your only reasoning?
Yeah, literally. He wasn't old enough.
Okay.
Okay. And also he wasn't that articulate. Anywho, so Be Real. Trump hates America. Why do you support him? Or we can talk about how you voted for Donald Trump. You're going to hell. Which one would you like to talk about?
This is funny.
Pick one.
We gotta, either one is fine.
Sir, pick one. Make a decision.
Trump's hate America.
Okay, Trump hates America. Okay, so why do you support him?
For everything that young man said a second ago, I like the fact that we're closing our borders. I'm not for open borders at all. I'm totally 100% against that. I think Obama did a good job of closing the borders. I think Trump is doing a good job. I think Biden did a horrible job. Also.
Okay, time out. No, you got to do one thing at a time, sir, because I'm not. So we can stay on point here. All right. Okay. First things first is Obama didn't close the borders. He just did his job. Okay. He didn't close the borders. He did expulsions at the borders, and he also utilized expedited removals. Hey, Ashby, are you familiar with expedited removals?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you talk about immigration and whatnot and the borders being closed and how you like what Obama did, then how do you not know about expedited removals? I like to have conversations in good faith, so that's why I'm asking.
What do you mean in good faith?
I'm
on here with you.
Be genuine.
I'm on here with you, right? I'm not disrespecting you.
Okay, that I want you to be intellectually honest.
But
I just want to make sure because I don't want to like go.
Every time we figure out we didn't vote for the same people, it's always condescending comments that
I'm not being condescending though. That's the thing.
But you are though.
Be real, I'm not. Because what I don't want to do, because like the 279 people that are watching, they've heard about expedited removal, the majority of them. All right. They've heard about it. I don't want to have this conversation.
Is that similar to what Trump is doing?
No. It's
So
not.
it's not expedited.
It's under the same guise, but Trump isn't doing it correctly because Donald Trump isn't allowing people to have due process.
So
So
let me get this right.
Mhm.
That Obama did it correctly, which I voted for twice. Biden did it correct. I assume you're going to say Biden did it correctly.
Yeah, because they allow people to have due process. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me guess. You're a Democrat.
No, I'm not a Democrat.
You're not a
I would
Democrat.
say a democratic socialist.
What's the difference?
All right. The means of production belong to the workers. All right. And we believe in social welfare, social programs for citizens. So I'm okay with paying a higher tax for people to actually have, their benefits, to have free healthcare, access to free college. Yeah. So I'm okay with paying higher taxes. It's like the Nordic model is what I like.
Is there anything that the Democrats can do that you won't go along with blindly?
Yeah, they could strip away Medicaid for children. They could also strip away food from kids' mouths. They could do environmental terrorism. That's what I'm going to call it when you strip away EPA protections, especially for Black communities. Yeah, there's a lot that they could do.
And if they
is there anything that the Republicans or Donald Trump could do that you wouldn't support him? Because you still support him today.
No. I don't support anybody blindly. I've been a Democrat my whole life. So
my question was for you: is there anything that Trump could do where you wouldn't support him?
Let's say he's on that Epstein list. That's a deal breaker for me.
So it wasn't a deal breaker.
I wouldn't go along. I wouldn't go along with, like, you guys went along with Biden not being, all the way there. You guys went along
with Biden not being all the way there.
How you guys act like
so it's a few different things that you've said thus far. All right. I did take my medication, but it was like super earlier this morning. So I don't know if we're wearing off or not. And also I have a lot of shit to do. So with that being said, all right, first things first is Trump is definitely the list. Okay. Allegedly, I think. All right. Because like even back in May, all right before they were supposed to release it, like the DOJ and FBI met with Donald Trump and they told him, all right, that he was on the list several times, that his name was mentioned within the Epstein files. They told him that.
So let's say you're right. Okay. Let's say you're absolutely 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
If the same people that filed all of these charges against Trump, who was in the presidency, who controlled the presidency for 4 years, simply why wouldn't they just release it and this matter will be put to rest? Why wouldn't they do that?
Well, first things first is that these for Jeffrey Epstein, all right, for him, a judge did order documents to be released in December of 2023, and the Biden administration throughout the first week and a half of January 2024 did release files. They released like the flight logs, they released different names. So they did actually release those, but the investigation was still ongoing because of Ghislaine Maxwell, because she was under appeal. All right. But the thing is, hold on, time out.
No, you're okay.
Appreciate you. All right. So what was released was what was authorized to be released. So that is it. Now, with that being said, all right, Joe Biden nor Kamala Harris ran on releasing the files. Donald Trump is the one who promised to release the files. That was one of his campaign promises. His own attorney general, Pam Bondi, she got in front of the cameras and said that the files were on her desk. So she said that. No one was even asking for them to release the files. It wasn't even a thing. Donald Trump made it a thing. And then it was time for them to actually release it because his former pillow buddy was like, hey, you're on the list. Yes, I'm talking about Elon. All right. Because when Elon tweeted that Trump is on the list, that's when Donald Trump was like, uh-oh. And guess what? All of a sudden, the list doesn't exist. And he's been doing everything in his power since to distract you all from that list.
So let me ask you this.
Tap the screen.
If you and I was running a race, and the only way, and you know I'm fast, and you know I'm faster than you,
I win.
And you can simply release this list, and we won't even run the race? Are you saying that you would just arbitrarily not release a list? If
I'm
that
sorry.
literally
Are you
going
really
on,
trying to? Are you didn't hear anything that was just said? Also,
I
because
listen
you
to
were thinking of
everything,
this
but
hypothetical in your
it
head.
doesn't make
But
sense
are you
though.
trying to put the onus on releasing the list on Kamala Harris, the
Why
person that he
wouldn't
was
I?
running against?
I would have.
Why? Why?
If
What
that's what
authority did Kamala Harris have to release the list? None
it,
whatsoever is the
it
answer.
would have
It
guaranteed,
wouldn't
it
have
would have
guaranteed
guaranteed
anything
she would have
because
won. She
no,
would
it
have
wouldn't
won.
have. Now, I don't know
It
if
makes
that's the
no
thing because that's
sense.
a super hypothetical from you. And I didn't say stupid, I said super. That's a
I hear you.
super hypothetical. All right. But why are you
It's,
putting the onus of that list onto Kamala Harris? That actually makes no sense
politics,
whatsoever.
Erica. It's
Nah,
politics,
I don't agree
Erica.
with you.
If you don't throw everything at your opponent, you obviously not trying to win. Since
Well,
when any
okay.
politician, Democrat or Republican,
Hey, let's
don't,
not try to scapegoat Trump here.
I'm
This is on
not.
Trump.
I'm
Ever
not.
since Trump denied the existence of the list, all right, even though Kash Patel, his own vice president, his own AG, all right, and other members within his party have acknowledged the existence of a list, all right, he's been doing everything to distract from the list.
I'm
Okay,
not
he's sending the
arguing that
National
point.
Guard into cities. He made the big beautiful bill his the cornerstone of this current term. He did that, which is going to cut darn going billions upon billions of dollars from Medicaid and Medicare, along with SNAP benefits. It's taking money out of the mouths of not money. It's taking money from special ed programs. All right, it's doing so much harm. Just so you all won't focus on this list. All right. And
Right.
if you're trying to say that Trump isn't on the list, by all means, you have every right to do so. I would think that you are delusional to think that. All right. And in the
I'm
same vein, hold on one moment. And under the same vein, what I will also say to you is why won't Mike Johnson swear in Adelita Grajava? Why won't he swear her in?
I'm not saying.
No,
I'm
no, 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 no,
saying
no, no.
I'm
Why
going.
won't he swear her
No, no,
in?
no. I'm going along with what you're saying. Let's assume he is on the list. Let's assume he is on the list. Why wouldn't my opponent just simply release it?
It's
Why
not
would
Y'all
there.
wouldn't have believed it no how.
That part.
it doesn't
Yeah,
Could have
but
matter?
not
they
the
could have had a
responsibility.
video. They could have had a video of them at the island, jumping up and down on a teenage girl. Y'all still wouldn't have believed it.
So you saying the average parent, the average voter, if
Nigga, he
if
stood there and told y'all
no,
that he
I'm
would
not
date
your
his
nigga.
daughter.
I'm not your nigga.
He told you
Here's
that he
the
would
thing,
date your
though.
daughter. You's a nigga.
I'm asking you since you chimed in. I'm asking you if Joe Biden, you found that Joe Biden, which was your guy, was on that list, would you have voted for him?
No,
If Joe Biden had said that he would have dated his daughter,
I wouldn't have voted
I
for
wouldn't have
him.
voted for him.
I'm asking you about
If Joe
this
Biden
list.
said if
I'm
he
asking
had
you about
sex in
this
common
list.
with his daughter,
I'm
I
asking
wouldn't
you
have
about
voted
this
for him.
list.
If Joe Biden was caught on video telling a 10-year-old girl that he dated her in 10 years, I wouldn't have voted for Joe Biden. If
Are you being
26 young
honest?
ladies had
Are
said
you being honest?
that Joe Biden had gone into dressing rooms while they were dressing, I
Itchy,
wouldn't have voted for him.
itchy. Are you being
What,
honest right
nigga?
now?
Yes.
Yeah, nigga, I'm being
Oh,
totally honest.
okay. Let me ask you this, Itchy. If you wouldn't have voted for him, if he did any of those things you just said,
But
who
your
would you have
president
voted?
did.
Who would you have voted for?
But your president did.
Who would you have voted
I
for?
would have voted for the nigga that didn't do none of the shit I just named.
Exactly.
Which was Trump?
No.
Whoever
Trump
it would
just
have
did
been.
all that stuff. Thank you,
Yeah,
Papa.
No,
whomever
I'm,
it would have
I'm
been, I'd have
what I'm
voted for the nigga
saying,
that didn't do
Erica,
that shit.
is he's saying
I would have voted.
if Joe Biden would have did any
Here's
of
the
those
thing.
things,
Biden wasn't the one that was running for president. So there's that. All right. And again, I don't know any other way that Itchy can actually say it, but Joe Biden nor
I don't
Kamala
think he's being
Harris
honest.
hold on, time out. Joe Biden nor Kamala Harris never said that they could just grab a woman by the vagina. All right. They never said that. Neither of them ever said that they could go backstage, all right, into dressing rooms because they own the pageants. Neither of them ever walked down an escalator and saw a 10-year-old girl and said, hey, I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. None of them on national syndicated television never said that, hey, I have sex in common with my daughter. None of them never went on a nationally syndicated radio show and said, yeah, if she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her. None
But
of
one
them
of
never said that. I'm not even finished. Hold on, time out. Neither
okay.
of them have ever been found civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman. So there's that part. All right. So I mean, it's like none of them. All right. Neither of them have been sued. All right, multiple times for sexual harassment. Okay. So these are things that we have to consider. And if Joe Biden did have this record that Donald Trump has, then by all means, no, Joe Biden wouldn't have got my vote, and neither would Kamala Harris if she had that type of record. I'm not going to vote for a morally corrupt person, and Donald Trump is a morally corrupt person. Tis
What
it,
what,
tis all. What are you
what,
making excuses for?
what about the fact that he said he didn't want his children to go to school with yours? What about the
That's
fact that he
literally
said?
not what he said.
What about if he said,
That's not what he said. You're quoting him
if you
wrong.
ain't black,
He
if
was
you ain't
talking
black,
about busing and how they should actually and how they should fix up
Itchy,
the
you see
black
what I'm
communities,
saying?
invest in the
Erica
black
can always
communities.
make an excuse.
Oh
Itchy.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay when y'all try to add context to what Donald Trump has said. All right,
What
but
I'm
when we try to provide context, oh, it's a problem. That's
so you
it.
said
So it's
so
a
you
problem
saying
when I do it.
so you saying he didn't do the eulogy for the KKK?
Yeah, he
You
did do
saying
the
he didn't
eulogy
do
for
that?
the Triple
So
K,
did
the
Barack
former.
Obama.
No,
Exactly.
So
I'm
did
The
not
the
talking
former
about
Triple K
Obama.
member.
NAACP.
I'm
So did
simply
every
saying
Democratic congressman and
Ooh.
congresswoman.
I'm
Yeah, let's add
simply
So
some
did every
saying
context.
I'm simply
so did Mitch
saying
McConnell. Hey, bro, calm down, bro, please. So did Mitch McConnell. So did every congressman in Washington, D.C.
so now you're saying that those things you listed are not deal breakers. You would simply justify it if those were real issues of
Yeah,
concern.
no. If they were real
What?
issues, if Joe Biden had ever said that his daughter was a hot piece of ass, I wouldn't have voted for him.
What
If
about
Exactly.
the
Joe
mere
Biden,
fact he
if Joe
said?
Biden had, go ahead, man.
What about the mere fact he
The
said he
reason
didn't
why I'm
want
going
his
to tell
kids to
you,
go to
hey,
school with you?
bottom
That's not
bottom
what he
guy,
said.
bottom
What
guy.
did he
That's
Listen,
not what he
say?
said.
What
That's
did
not
he
what he
say,
said at all.
Idris?
I want to go
What he
back to
said,
What did he
Robert
say?
Byrd for a
Hector,
second.
Hector's gonna say something. What's up, Hector?
Great. Robert Byrd spent a little bit of time in the Triple K when he was in his youth, and then he fucking ran from it because of how disgusting it was. Then he went into legislation, worked alongside Joe Biden, alongside the Black Caucus of Democrats for 50 years on passing legislation to help us. And then he passed. So yes, that is exactly what Joseph Robinette Biden respected and did his eulogy. It is disingenuous to sit here and act like Joe Biden went up there and said, man, I remember when Byrd had that hood on, he looked good in it. So let's not play those games.
You forgive him, Hector?
that's even, I
You
mean, I'm
forgive
gonna
him,
tell you the
Hector?
honest to God truth.
You
I
forgive him,
would vote.
Hector?
I would have voted for.
Man,
I
the hell
would
I
have
gotta
voted
forgive?
for.
Jesus, be real. Shh.
What
Go
do
ahead,
I have to
Itchy.
forgive?
It's that part too, because what is there to forgive?
I would have voted for a Klans member. I would have voted for all-out regalia, the full attire Klans member before I voted for a man that called his daughter a hot piece of ass.
That part. That makes actual sense.
I would have
So
voted for a literal Klan member before I voted for a man that said his daughter was a hot piece of ass.
that part. Be real. To me, it just sounds like you're trying to make excuses for Donald Trump's poor behavior. All right. If you want to keep talking about the man because you're not able to talk about the actual actions that he's taken in the second term, then by all means we can continue on it. But I would like to know, like, why are you okay with this man taking food out of children's mouths? Why are you okay with that?
One more time, I missed what you said.
Why are you okay with this man taking food out of children's mouths?
Let me say this. Let me say that. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Oh, I love to tell you.
literally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My number one reason I could not vote for Kamala was the fact that
Oh, look at God. Look at God is
they
like,
mandated
look at
they
God.
mandated that jab. That's my number one reason. I could not go along when
You know what's crazy? Here's what's real crazy
it's
about
not
what you
crazy.
said, my guy.
Why is that
Here's what's
crazy?
real crazy about
Why
what
is
you, I'm
that
about to explain it
crazy?
to you. I'm about to explain it to you. That's crazy. Let me answer your question. So
That is
here's what's super crazy about what you just said. You couldn't vote for somebody who didn't have the power to mandate nothing on nobody. That's what's crazy about what you said.
Exactly.
Biden nor Harris had any power whatsoever to mandate a vaccine for anyone. Specifically, when we're talking about the government or healthcare work, that was only 17.5% of our entire workforce. This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They were the only ones mandated to get anything. The rest of it was private institutions. And I don't know about you, but last I checked, Republicans don't like to impede on, private institutions' rights or whatever the fuck that dumb shit was with Citizens United. Anyways, stupid shit. So you didn't vote for someone because they didn't have the ability to do something that you created in your mind that they did. I rest my case.
And I have a question. Hey, Miss G up top, I'm going to send you a request to unmute. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Sent you a request?
I did not.
You did not? Okay, love. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming up. I'm just looking for Trump supporters right now, but thank you for being here.
Okay.
All right,
Sure.
have a great
Thank
night,
you.
love.
And I
Yes,
love you a
ma'am.
And
lot.
Erica
Oh, thank you. I love you more. Yes. Yes.
is also lying. He's also lying too, because I work for the state and I'm not vaccinated. Never took the vaccine. Never once was made to take the vaccine. What I was made to do is participate in society.
Yes.
If I chose not to take it, I had to take swabs. I had to take a swab once a week. I had to social distance. I had to wear a mask, and I was an essential worker. I worked the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Never was I forced to take a mandate to take a vaccine.
Yep.
Same here. And I was
So he
also
just told a
essential
lie.
worker.
I know. I'm trying to see something. Hey, Debo. Debo, I'm going to send you a request. There you go. Hey, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
You did? Okay. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Go back on mute. I'll be with you in just a moment. Just a moment. I promise. Hey, Be Real, come back. I want to tell you
Yeah.
something. You
Yes.
still here? Okay. All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Be Real. Whew, what a way to start the live, huh? All right. That was a lot. All right. Let's level set. Okay. Let's reset. Bring the temperature down. All of those things, right? All of those things.
No, we're good.
I know we are. I know it just gets a little heated sometimes. I want to tell you something though. Like, just need to
You
let you
say
know
I
something.
don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make because
Mhm.
those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So
So, yeah, guys, keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. We're doing great on the likes, but we can do better. All right. Let's, I think that is less kind of passive aggressive. All right? We can do better. All right. We can. All right. Let's get these likes up to 150,000. All right. I'm going for like stretch goals today. All right. 150,000 likes. Let's go ahead and do it. Also, I'm going to go ahead and reset the goal and let's do the high bears. All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock those out, guys. Also, while Itchy and Liv, I'm sorry, Hector, forgive me. I get my besties confused sometimes. While Itchy and Hector, you both have bald heads. While Itchy and Liv are here, all right, make sure. Oh, see, I did it again. Itchy and Hector. This is Hector. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. While they're here, show them love. I mean it. All right, you have to make it up, especially to Hector. Since I called him the wrong name 3 times. That's outrageous. All right. Also, guys, if you're on the tube, remember to like the stream. All right. And the best way to support the live is via the links in the bio. Guys. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle. Why you gotta use that picture? Everything with Erica is the name. That's like 35 pounds ago. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right. And just thank you all so very much. We're gonna go ahead and talk to Debo. Hi, Debo.
Hey, what's going on?
All right. Now the rent.
Okay, go ahead.
All right now. Okay. So with that being said, we have 2 things we can talk about. All right. If you voted for the right, you won't see the light. Also, we could talk about Trump hates America, why you support him. Which one would you like to do?
Let's take B.
B? Okay. B. Awesome. Okay, so Debo, why do you support Trump?
Well, in the choice we had, I feel like on the Democratic side, the choice was taken from us. Joe Biden's kind of like mentally incompetent. He didn't really seem to be up to par, and then
The
they kind of took
audacity.
him out last minute and kind of twisted or changed on us. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to like manipulate me, I just have a weird way of pulling back and not really, going for the manipulation. We need lower taxes all the way around the board. The closed border. Nothing in Southern
Our borders
California.
aren't
That's a major issue.
closed.
We need one. I know they're
They're
not.
not
I'm not saying
closed.
California. Yeah, it's wide open.
You can't close the border per law unless we have, another
Well, immigration
pandemic.
down like 95%. I mean, like across the board, everybody would agree it's like down over 90%. So something happening is different. You know what I'm saying? Drugs have destroyed the black community. You know what I'm saying? So they need to get the cartel out of here, the drug organizations
Okay,
out of
all
here.
right,
You know what
cool.
I'm saying? If possible.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about it. All right. So, one of the things that you mentioned that did catch my ear is you mentioned Biden's cognitive ability, which I think is strange because does it really matter? Because Biden's not the president. But can we talk about Donald Trump's cognitive abilities?
Yeah, I mean,
Aspirations.
I was just talking about why I got that
Congratulations.
decision. You kind of like have my thought pattern
Arizonans,
down.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, the
Let's
dude
talk about it.
talked about like Hector. Run off the list.
I
Run
mean,
off the list
talking
about
about
things.
the war in Israel, the Gaza genocide just stopped under his watch. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't
Stock
stop.
market all
It didn't stop. A
all-time
reporter
high.
was actually
The
unalive
ceasefire,
today. So there's that.
the ceasefire, the
Is he gonna do this
hostages
thing where he just like tries to rapid fire stuff off? Is that what he's gonna do? I feel like that's what you want to do. Don't do that.
One of
alright?
those
Of
script
course,
notes.
because he doesn't know policy, politics, and legislation.
Okay, because
I
good
don't think
googly
anybody, but go ahead
moogly.
though.
Jesus. All right. Damn,
Go
I'll
ahead,
get
you got it.
whiplash. Whew. One moment.
What
Trying to
you want to talk
multitask.
about? Right, what you want
Okay.
to talk about?
No, you mentioned Joe Biden's cognitive ability, and I said let's go ahead and talk about Donald Trump's cognitive ability. And I was talking to Hector. Let's go ahead and list off the things that Donald Trump has says that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like even most recently, like tell us when he gave his address at the 250th anniversary of the Navy, and he was talking about the Twin Towers. Like I can play the video for you because I even made a video about it. What the hell was he talking about?
Oh, I didn't see that in particular. I
You
think in
didn't? Okay, I
conversations,
got it for you. Don't worry about it.
good speeches, there's going to be a flub here and there. Okay,
There's a flub here and there. Oh, so
Here and
did Joe Biden have flubs or did he have
But I think
cognitive?
I think it was something
Okay.
different. You know what I'm saying? He was like totally incoherent at
uh-huh.
times to me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they had the auto pen and people just signing like people was taking
Every
the auto
president
pen and
has
signing
used the
anything.
auto pen since I
No, but
believe Wilson.
Yeah, but they was given authority to get an auto pen. And these people just took carte blanche, the authority to use the auto pen wherever they want.
I'm sorry,
told you
what?
that,
Emily,
Yeah,
I'm
who
sorry,
told you
what?
that?
the auto pen. I
Did
mean,
he
he's
just
part
say
of his own
given
family.
authority to use an auto pen? Who told you that? Where'd you read that
Part of
at?
his own family.
No,
Why
where'd you
does the
read that at?
president need
It's all
authority
on
from
you.
other people to use his pen? What?
Okay, bro. I mean, dudes in college,
No,
like we can
no, seriously. If you
They
say
roll them
something
in
like
there.
that, can you tell me where you read that at though, for real?
I mean, I can dig it out. I mean, I'm not in front of the PC right now, but I can dig it out. I mean, it's there. Yeah,
Now, I want you to find that.
I got to lie to you.
Yeah, go ahead and find it.
Um,
I really want to know who gave Joe
back
Biden the
in
authority
all-
to use the
yeah.
auto pen.
No, people took authority in his cabinet to use the auto pen without his authorization, out his knowledge.
Yeah, that does not
That's what I'm-
happen. Chill out, bro.
Yeah,
Don't tell
I
no
mean,
lies
that's-
like that. That's so silly to say.
I mean,
that's
that's
silly
really
pants
been
behavior.
reported. I mean, I'm not.
Tell
the
him to
person
pull it
that-
up.
Hold on one moment. Peaches, I see you, love. I'm gonna bring you up in just a moment. Yeah, like you're lying. That didn't
I
happen.
mean, that's the only thing you have is like you're lying. I mean, you can look it up. Anybody on here could. I mean,
No, it's just that like when you make a claim like that, I expect for you to be able to back it up.
I'll drop for
yeah,
peaches.
Google's a phone call away. You know what I'm saying?
Google's a phone call away. All right, Hector. Thank you. No, Debo. No, that's a lie. You don't have to lie, Craig. It's okay. With that being
in the
said,
primary?
all presidents have used an auto pen, and there's been no purported evidence of any Biden administration official or employee using the
Anybody have a
pen
chance to vote for
without
Kamala in
permission.
the primary?
That isn't a thing that happens, sir. All right. And also another thing is that I have these good old headphones and this microphone here. So when I'm talking and you start talking, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. All right. I want you to stop doing that. Please. I beg. Thank you. All right. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna put you on a break really quick, Debo, because Peaches is here. And I want you, when I come back to you, to say something factual. That's what I want you to do. So I'm gonna give you some time to think about it, okay? Thanks. All right. Hey Peaches, how are you? Love. Hey, beautiful.
Happy Sunday to you, beautiful.
Thank you. What's going on?
I am in an uproar about Donald Trump firing everybody in special education department. When Linda McMahon came in, she said that that was her very first obligation was to protect the people.
Oh, you're muted, Peaches. Oh,
Yeah,
there you
can
go. I can hear you now.
protect children that receive services from the special education department.
Yep.
And as the mother of a son that is autistic and a daughter that's right now being evaluated for very high functioning autism, I find it very, very careless of this administration and the people that voted for Donald Trump. They sat up here and said that we were fear mongering, like Debo and all of them. They worry about somebody having a speech impediment versus what real Americans are going through. So I'm interested to hear how Debo feels Donald Trump's policies has affected the everyday Americans other than bringing up an immigrant, an AB, or what's the other one, or trans. How has any of Donald Trump's policies or legislation that's been passed or not passed thus far helped you as an American?
Erica, I'm gonna step down and let you ladies handle it.
Okay. All right, Itchy. Thank you for being here.
Yo, you want to respond?
Yeah, she did ask you a question.
Oh yeah, I'll go to the tax rate. You know what I'm saying? Taxes have been lowered across the board. You know, I like what's going on with the tariffs. You know, I like what's going on with trying to answer these wars going on in Ukraine, different places like that. You know,
The fuck do we care about a war in Ukraine when my son also lives with autism? All right, and he goes to a specialized school for children with autism. And so if the funding, all right, because the funding actually has been cut, that's going to impact his education. Okay. So Debo, all right, my question to you, actually no, Peaches, go ahead and restate your question. What was a better question?
I just want to know what policies has Donald Trump passed or what executive order has he passed that's helping and improving the lives of Americans other than those three issues? Because you said tariffs. As a small business owner that received a $16,000 tariff fee for my company, that's not helping me or other thousands and thousands of small business owners. Matter of fact, I ordered my daughter a birthday present and it's been held at Customs, and Customs just released to the world that they're going to have to start throwing away things because their facilities are getting too overcrowded. So again, I'm asking you, policy, legislation, executive order, how it's helping American people.
well, I said taxes is number one. I mean, I think that's great. I mean, can we start there? I mean, rising tide lifts all ships. You know what I'm saying? I like what's going on. Like I said, ending these wars. I mean, you asked what Ukraine had to do with us. I mean, Russia, the person over there in the war with Ukraine, does have nuclear weapons, and if it goes nuclear, that's not good for anybody, the economy, and that's basically World War III. How we want to look at it. So I mean, I think trying to bring our troops home and not have us involved in something like that is a great
Bring
thing.
our troops home.
Yeah, we need leadership through
What
stuff
troops
like
do
that.
we have in Russia? We ain't got no damn troops in Russia. No, we didn't have any troops over in Gaza. Trump is actually sending them over there now that the peace deal has been put into place.
NATO's U.S. ally, and if NATO gets into Russia, we're going to be forced to go over there, and it's going to be a nuclear confrontation between two superpowers.
NATO is a U.S. ally.
Yeah, we're part of NATO.
That's one hell of a sentence that you just said there.
Yeah, I mean, Google that. NATO, United States are together. We're a NATO ally. And so if that goes hot, that's not a good thing for anybody, the economy, our troops, our country, anything. So I like the lights being on myself personally. I like to go to the market and have products.
Yeah, but you don't care about children with special needs getting the services that they need to be functioning members of society. You don't care about that.
Not at all. I have family members who have autism. I grew up with a person who has special needs. You know what I'm saying? It's in my family. So I'm very sensitive to that topic. I think those issues are solved locally for the most part.
They're not solved locally for the most part. They're not. No, they're not. So look, listen here. In the state of
They're not.
Arizona, we have something called home-based services. Home-based services is actually a program that provides for paid caregivers for children with special needs, particularly children with autism. Autism, as we all know, is a spectrum. All right. It can vary from, they used to call it high functioning. I haven't figured out, you can tell me, Peaches, but I haven't figured out what like the new word for it is. But from high functioning to where you're verbal, you can be in the general education classroom, so on and so forth, to where it's called like severe autism, to where you're not able to speak, you're not able to care for yourself, so on and so forth. All right. So what ends up happening is that these children need care 24/7 in some cases. All right. And via services like Medicaid, programs like Medicaid, all right, home-based services are paid for so that these children can have the care that they need. Here right now in the state of Arizona, because of the funding cuts that Donald Trump has already put into place, his war on special education, that's what the fuck I'm calling it, because he has some type of vendetta against people who are differently abled. All right. But with that being said, they are facing a $2 billion budget shortfall. So what that means is that parents won't be able to work because they're going to have to care for their children instead of having a caregiver within the home. So there's that part. All right.
I mean,
what ends up happening when parents can't work, parents can't pay the bills. When you can't pay your bills, you end up unhoused. All right. Are you following along, Debo?
Yeah, I'm following along. That's unfortunate. I just have.
It's unfortunate. It
Right,
didn't
well,
have to happen.
Let me finish.
You say it's unfortunate, but no, I can't let you finish. I'm not gonna let you excuse this away. All right, but if you want me to allow the 606 people in this room to see just how heartless and cruel you are, by all means, continue.
No, not either. Not either. I don't have to explain to you what exactly I do and how I give back. But
okay, let me say this real quick.
That's a single issue. That's a single issue. And how much of this?
Do you ever stop fucking rambling? Let me do a PSA real quick. So, chat, I know y'all see this new do. I know y'all see it looking good and spicy, and I know y'all thinking all kind of crazy things in your head that you better not put in the chat. So that shit wasn't free. All right, I know you see that goal right there. I know you just heard this amazing black woman talk about taking care of her son. I know you just heard black development of the black youth being handled by black women. Make sure that we're supporting the platform, all right? All the links are in the bio. All right? Do the good thing.
Peaches too. Thank you, Hector. Appreciate you.
And Peaches for sure. Because if you don't, you just hate black women. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. Starting with you, Debo. You got 5?
Debo, so I had a question for you, Debo. So are you aware what were happening to children in the 60s, 70s that were considered special education in schools? Debo, how were they educated?
They were not.
And I'm assuming you understand the importance of why the Department of Education founded the federal level of protection in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you believe that the states are going to protect these individuals, I would argue completely against that, because we have left it to the states once before. And so you already took away DEI, which was kind of forcing people to accept people with disabilities, different gender, different color, skin. We had to force them per se. So now that we're going to give them these choices again, what makes you believe that these people who have already shown us their hand, that they're going to do right by our children?
Well, like I say, I mean, I have a heart. I kind of work in the industry. I know very intimate. You know what I'm saying? So my heart goes out to everybody in the situation. Somebody mentioned the state of Arizona, and I said, okay, the state, we got to look at it. $2.2 billion shortfall. is staggering. You know what I'm saying? But then we look at the things that the state spent other money on that they really wanted to really prioritize the citizens. They can take $2 billion out the budget that they spend on illegal immigration, border enforcement, different things of that nature, and put that money on mothers and have our citizens going first and take care of that population, take care of those kids. They don't want to do that. They want to talk about it and then spend money in other places that, on citizens, people who not even
But what
who
you're
don't pay no
talking about
taxes.
is things that the Democrats has been doing, actively doing. That's you're saying things that the Democrats are already doing. I don't understand why you're trying to put it back in the hands of the Republicans that has constantly voted against everything that you just suggested.
Are we talking about federal politics? Or are we talking about local politics?
Federal
I'm not
and
really,
local,
I'm not sure that
federal
one of
and
them.
state, even locally, even in your own state. When you look at the Republicans and how they distribute funding, they're not distributing funding to the schools that have the higher population of special education or special educational needs. Those are the inner city schools. You know that schools are being funded by taxes. More than likely, these are the urban areas that are receiving less funding from taxes. So why aren't the states already making up for the gap for the fundings that's needed for these special education programs? We're experiencing this right now in modern day. I don't
Man,
understand what you're saying.
man, I went to an inner city school. I went to LA Unified School District. So I'm a product of a public school, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, we need some more funding. You know what I'm saying? But Democrats control, and they're not fixing the problem. It's just failure after failure after failure. I damn near want to put my kids there. I got to spend $1,000 a month for my kids in private school to try to make sure to get education and stay safe. And people want to try to, get in their personality and try to challenge them not to be kids. And so all that's
Hell are
unfortunate.
you
But the Democrats
what
are the one that's
what the
causing
hell are
trouble.
you talking about, my guy?
I said I
What
got
are
to
the
spend.
Democrats
Thank
I
you,
spend
done
You
money.
said it.
to negatively impact your private school that your kids are going to? What?
What I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is, no, I have to put my kids in school and pay $1,000 a month, a
Okay,
year,
you
to
had
put
the
my kids in
option to
private
put your
school.
kids in a private
Exactly.
school and give them a better
Right.
education. There's
Right.
many
But I
parents
should,
who
but I
do not
should
have that option.
consider,
There's many parents who can't
consider,
afford $1,000 a month to send their children to schools to get better education. So we,
right.
over on
Of
the
course,
blue side, the Democratic side, want to put more tax dollars into more pay for teachers, better curriculums, and ensuring that children in every
hey,
single
bro,
state, regardless
hey,
of
bro,
if it's private
I'm
or
with you.
public school, especially
I,
public,
I
get
Sir,
agree.
better
sir.
education, because not everyone can
Sir.
bail themselves out and go to private school.
I agree with you, sir. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But they in charge over here, and it's not working. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, let me take my tax money. I'm paying a lot of tax money, bro. They're taxing the hell out of me in California, bro. I'm up to my eyeballs in taxes,
Your
bro. You know
state
what I'm
is
saying?
literally ranked one of the best in education in the United States. What are you talking
I'm talking about taxes. They're like number 2 or 3 in taxes, bro, and they bleed me dry, man. Well, other people ain't doing
about?
nothing,
Yours,
bro. I
and
pay my
because of
taxes.
that, your state
So
is
I mean,
ranked
I
one of
don't
the
believe. So
best in education
I don't.
here in the
No,
U.S.
it's not.
Exactly.
I still got to send my kids in private school. I still had to. On top of all that.
I don't know what that has to do with the
On
fact
top
that
of
your
all that.
state is ranked the
On top
highest
of
in
all that.
education.
So what I'm telling you, in urban areas and inner city, the schools are failing, sir. And so even though I pay a high tax bracket and I pay a lot of money in taxes, man, half my money is going towards damn taxes. I don't want no higher taxes, bro. I got to pay my
Schools are
taxes
not failing. There should be
and
better allocation, and you should probably talk
still,
to the Republicans who
and
are
still,
blocking it for that.
I mean, the Republicans at least want school choice. The Democrats want to lock me into a school where I got to go here to a failing school in my
But
local
with school
community.
choice, what ends up happening is that because those are basically just like a voucher type of program, and so what
Let
ends
me
up
have that.
happening. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure you're okay?
Gucci.
I just want to make sure. All right. Stop being an insolent child. You're 40 something years old. That's what you said when you came up here. I believe you said 45. So what's happening with school choice and with voucher, those types of programs, is that they're diverting money from the public schools in order to pay for those. And what private schools have the ability to do is they have the ability to discriminate. Okay, they can decide who they want to attend their school. All right, and so if they don't want to have a child there, all right, who has behavioral issues or who has an IEP, then guess what they can do? They can deny that child admission because they have the right to do so. All right. So if everyone is operating on school choice or school vouchers, all right, and we only have private schools because, that's the best way to do it, right? Right. So Where do those children go to school at, Debo?
So everybody locked in. We just drive the bus off the cliff. If the cliff coming up, we just gonna stay in a failing situation and not try
Your
nothing
sound
else.
sucks ass. I don't understand a word you're saying. It sounds very, very mumbled. Like,
Yeah, I'm
speak
sorry. Maybe it's the
clearly.
Bluetooth. Yeah, maybe the Bluetooth or something like that. But whatever the situation is, the schools here are failing. So all that's unfortunate. But why I gotta pay high taxes to still deal with that?
No, no,
Why
no.
can't I pay high
Answer the
taxes?
question. Where do these children go to school? Where do they go to school?
They can go to the local high school, I guess. They can go to what's left. Let me have the option. Let me take my taxpayer dollars and port them somewhere
So
else.
you're okay with
Welcome.
children with disabilities being discriminated against?
No.
Yeah, you are.
Adam,
Yeah, you
Adam
are.
Foote
Because you
said-
said just have them go to what's left. You literally just said that out of your mouth. Peaches, you can come off of mute at any time, love.
Well, he keeps complaining about taxes. Sir, do you know whose tax plan we're under?
We're in California or what?
Federally, sir. Whose tax plan are we under?
Trump's, luckily.
So, if you know we're under Trump's, why are you complaining about taxes?
Taxes are more a local thing too. You know, like Nevada pays no state tax. Some states pay no state tax. You know what I'm
Okay, so
saying?
I'm gonna ask this question one more time because maybe you're not catching it. You're complaining about state or local taxes when you're saying that the reason you voted for Donald Trump was because of the tax plan.
He did say that earlier.
That does
No.
not make sense, sir.
You're talking about the federal government has an obligation to educate every child in America. And the local school board and school district in your state has no responsibility. And it's all Trump's fault that everything is failing and has no funding. That makes no sense.
I don't think anyone up here said that everything is Trump's fault.
Yeah, no.
No one here said any of that. So I don't know why you would even try to make that correlation. Like, I just need you to answer a god darn gone question. Wait, I do say dargon. Okay. Yeah, I need you to answer a question.
Sure.
We told you.
Shoot.
Hector.
And
Answer
you
Peach's question. Damn it.
Yeah, you haven't answered one of my questions yet. Well, I'm sorry. You said the first question, policies, was the
So
taxes, increases taxes, which is not even law. So they're temporary. They're not even permanent. And of
They are
course,
permanent now.
what they're what?
They are permanent now. Everybody got to vote their issue.
When did they become permanent, sir? Erica, have they become permanent?
With the signing of the big with the signing of the big beautiful bill,
Yep.
they have become permanent.
Yeah,
Also,
but how long are they though? Aren't they only for
which ones are
2
we talking
years?
about? Because there's something on the no taxes on tip and no taxes on overtime are only for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Those
Yeah.
are for 2 years.
Those are for 2 years. But no, the tax cuts for corporations became permanent in 2017 when he first signed it, and the tax cuts for the wealthy are now permanent with the signing of it this year.
So you want higher taxes? That's my understanding. You want higher taxes?
Why not? Then go ahead, Hector. You can correct me.
No, I just said, oh my God. I thought one of those was for 3 years, one of the provisions, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I did too.
Mandy pointed out in the comments, or asked a question in the comments if he's ever been to a school board meeting, which I promise he hasn't. The fallacy of school choice is so ridiculous. I'm here in Texas where locally our bill passed to open up quote unquote school choice, which literally means they're taking your taxpayer dollars and giving it to corporations who have millions and billions to build whatever the hell they want just to give them a break. And now there's a bunch of charter schools. Maybe, is it me? Hold on.
So not permanent for everyone.
I don't know who that was. I think it's Depot. All across the state, we are now opening up a bunch of schools for rich people for their kids to go to, as if they didn't already have options beforehand. That is what our taxpaying dollars are going towards, and they're still going up. And we can go outside of Austin, Dallas, and Houston. We can talk about other red areas. So this whole school choice thing is ridiculous. You have money to send your child to a private school. You have a choice. That's your choice already. Stop crying about it. But I really want to go back to Peach's question and Peach's statements, because you seem to be dodging everything else like Neo, and then going to pivot to the next point.
I'm here, bro. It's not a pivot. I just hit you. What you talking about head on? And it tied into something else. That ain't my fault, but go ahead.
If you're going to nitpick about your school and the education being worse, or the test results being lower, they're not graduating at a different rate, then you probably need to explore all the reasons why. The great things about blue states such as yours is that they understand that it's more than just money gets thrown at something and then people start to succeed. We have to ensure that there's other things taking place as well. And they're not. So while California's working through that, they're still staying high on the list of having the best education, or some of the best education in the entirety of the United States, compared to blue states with significantly less money being thrown at their schools. So all this complaining that you're doing, it sounds like you probably just need to be a better parent and make sure that you're doing homework with your kid, or make sure that the school that your kids are going to, they're getting all the stuff that they need.
Right. That's why I disagree with you. I think we should be doing better, but we're not for some reason. And actually, per capita, United States California got some of the highest per capita rates on students and have some of the lowest performances. So I don't know what stats you checking on, bro. You know, you're talking about higher education as far as a university like Stanford, UCLA, and all that. That's cool.
That California has the lowest, graduation rates? Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, we can go look at the school board thing right now. I'm not in front of it, bro, but I mean, just anecdotally, I'm out here. I know this.
I don't need your anecdotal perspective. If you have a piece of information showing that it's lower, then by all means. But if you do a Google search right now, you'll see exactly where your state lands. And it's going to be a whole lot better than California. Like Arkansas, California, Alabama.
Actually, California, if you look at it, California is really mostly conservative, mostly red outside of the Bay Area and LA. To be honest with you,
I don't know what that has to do with anything. So I just said. About education, your state still has higher education,
but most of that stuff is happening in the conservative areas, bro. Like Orange County, out here in LA, in the city, in the inner city, it's not happening like that, bro.
What's happening in red counties?
If you go to like an Orange County, for instance, the school district is much better, has much more funding.
Based off of what?
In Orange County, in California.
Based off of what? What county?
Orange County, Los Angeles County.
Compared to what?
Los Angeles County.
Orange County compared to Los Angeles County has higher graduation rates. Is that your argument?
And better education all around.
I don't need you.
I mean, you can go Google all day long, bro. I'm out here. I work out here. I live out here. I see what's happening. You know what I mean? I got kids in school, so I pretty much know the lay of the land, bro. So y'all want higher taxes, think the government gonna fix everything. That's not what's gonna happen, bro. That don't work. So it's not about one person. It's about you taking more of my tax money, me empowering the government. Is that gonna fix my issues or not? No. So we got to come up with solutions on our own, or go to somebody who can provide a solution other than the government.
Actually, it shows evidence shows that under Democratic presidents, that when they implement their tax plans, which are more progressive taxes, what ends up happening is that everyone does well, even the wealthy, right, and even the middle class and the working class. Right, but what we see under Republican tax policies, which is typically supply side economics, which is what do we call it? Trickle down economics. All right. So with supply side tax policies, we typically see the wealth gap actually increase. All right. So that's what we see here. So actually, when and I'm saying actually a lot because you're pissing me off. So no, don't ask me anything real quick. Okay. So what ends up happening is under Republican tax policies, where they concentrate the majority of the tax cuts at the top and also to corporations, the middle class and the working class pays more. All right. We come out of pocket. We don't have the spending power that we once had because we're paying more in taxes.
Right.
So there's that. All right. So why not even do what Bill Clinton did? All right. And make corporations pay their fair share. Let's increase the tax rate. All right. For corporations. You said,
I said, no, I got a corporation. Don't do that. The rich get rich and the poor get poor, not only because of government, because the individual effort too. So I mean, don't penalize
individual effort. Oh, we're hyper individualistic. I see. You believe in pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, huh?
Of course he does. I want to point out that the
Got it,
comparison
Perry.
between Orange County and LA County is kind of ridiculous, considering that most kids, a lot of kids, or a large portion, especially in a place like California, cannot graduate school because they're making hundreds of thousands, not millions of dollars on freaking Roblox. So vastly different culture when we're looking at those two different counties, but I digress.
And Hector, I was actually right. So when we're talking about the middle class tax cuts, the bill lowered the tax rates and increased the standard deduction for the individual families. But those benefits were set to expire in 2025. So that means that this new big beautiful bill tax cut starts on January 1st of 2026. However, those tax brackets and deductions and credits go back to pre-17 levels after 2026.
You know, people talk the talk, but they really don't want to pay higher taxes. It sound good. You taxed out your mind. Nobody want to pay more taxes. The people who working don't. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting there on your duff and you're getting a check, yeah, you ain't tripping. The 47%, whatever. But people like me who go out there busting their tail every day trying to work, I don't want no higher taxes. I can't afford no higher taxes. Everybody got to figure it out. Regular individualism.
So are
Get
you
off
in
my
the
pocket.
1%? Are you in the 1%?
Nope.
Are you in the 20%?
Yep.
So you're in the 20% and you don't want to pay your fair share of taxes.
No, I'm paying my fair share. I'm paying more than my fair share. When 47% of people are not paying no taxes, and we got people coming over here by the millions from all the country who ain't paying no taxes in my area, yeah, I'm paying my fair share and some. I'm paying more than my share.
So you think that because you paying your fair share, that other people are banking off of your taxes? And do you believe that Donald Trump is going to cut you all a check if he stops giving money, quote unquote, to these illegal immigrants, which we're not giving money to illegal immigrants?
Man, look, raising tariffs, putting tariffs on there, using tariff money we getting to pay our bills, pay our taxes. That's how the government's supposed to work. Why are you taxing me, bro? You know
Well,
what I'm
you
saying?
That's
already
literally
paying
that doesn't
tariffs.
happen. Yeah, exactly. And the tariffs, literally tariffs don't quote unquote pay our bills. Like that's literally it's us paying tariffs. That's another tax.
No, they got to pay tariffs. They need our
No,
market. We don't need their market.
who
I don't see Cadillacs in Japan.
who pays the tariffs, Debo?
In economics, there's something called a fixed price. You know what I'm saying? Elastic price.
Debo.
What's
Debo.
up?
Who pays the tariffs?
The country.
You're absolutely wrong.
What
The country
country?
does not pay the tariffs at all.
If I'm in China and I want to send some out here, I got to pay that tariff.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
Debo,
That's not
I
no,
have
no,
a
that's
country.
wrong.
Let me break it down.
No, no,
It's something called
no,
elastic
listen,
price.
Sweet Peach, don't let him get off of that. He's
No,
wrong.
I got you.
I'm not.
I'm not
He's
finished.
absolutely wrong.
So it's
I'm
something
gonna tell
called
you.
elastic price.
Okay,
Right.
Debo, hold on one second. Because first of all, I'm not about to let you give this false information to 802 people in this chat. We already got enough duckheads walking around here quacking to Donald Trump's rhetoric, so we're not about to do that. First of all, I have a company. If I'm ordering product from China and my product is already costing the consumer $10, and if they're charging me $16,000 to bring over 2 truck loads full of peaches, you think that I'm going to absorb the full $16,000? Or you think that I, as a small business, am going to pass some of that off onto my consumers?
Well, you can pass so much off, but it's called elastic price. So no matter
No,
what you do,
I could
the
pass
price of peaches.
100% off.
No,
I could pass
the
100%
price of
off if
peaches
I
is
chose
set.
to.
It don't matter what you pay for your peaches. Price of peaches is set in the market. It has
No,
market
it's
value.
no,
Not true.
that's
You know what
not
I'm saying? So no
true.
matter what
Not
you try to
true.
do, you still either you can source your peaches here in the States or
So
still
you
go to
tell
China.
me, tell me what state in the United States can produce truckloads and truckloads. Listen, I got product sold in 700 stores, about to go national, about to hit Walmart here in a couple of weeks. You mean to tell me you think that there's a state in the United States that can produce enough peaches year round? Tell me one state that can produce peaches year round. I'll wait.
Also, there's
So
nothing. There's no such thing really in a market of fixed price. Yeah, there may be set prices, but in anything that anyone's willing to pay for something, that's what it's worth. Like literally, that's how the worth is determined. What are people willing to pay for that?
exactly. So right now, if I want to go
What
get
the
a
fuck are you
football for my
talking about
if I
exactly?
if I want to go get a football right now, the average price for a football hypothetically is $20, right? if a person has to pay somebody to make that football out here, they got to pay them, minimum wage, workers' comp, blah blah blah. It's gonna cost them damn near $15 to make the basketball. In China, they're paying a person $2 a day. No, none of that, right? So now China can sell their ball over here for the same market rate, $20, but they was making $18. But now with the tariff, it makes it even and balanced. Well, now the consumer goes to the market and has a choice between buying the Chinese basketball or the American basketball at the same price. The Chinese customer who you trying to sell his basketball to, he got to eat the cost. It don't matter what he do. He still got the basketball.
No, they don't, because the simple fact of the matter is the things that are produced in the United States versus the things that are produced internationally, the actual break-even point is too high. So the tariffs that are being implemented, they're not even close to being high enough to actually make it worth purchasing a domestic product. Like, it just makes product even more. And so even a product goes from being $5 to $7, it's still going to be cheaper than that $10 US product. Like, literally, that's the problem. Because the cost of living is higher in the US, you have to actually pay the additional, not only operating costs,
but
the living expenses in the United States.
Yeah, but the highest cities in the United States are where? Frisco, LA, New York. Chicago,
we're not talking about the cities. We're not talking about the cities.
They're cities. They got more taxes,
they got more taxes. Name a place within the U.S. that has a lower living cost than other countries that make these international products.
I mean, it's cheaper to stay in, say, like Tennessee or South Dakota or something like that in California.
Tell me where in Tennessee that you can actually find a cost of living that would be cheaper than these rural areas in China or different places where they actually have no set standards and they have a lower cost of living.
Ain't no cost of living out there, bro. They peasants, so ain't no go to the supermarket, gold chain.
So
and
again,
if
the cost of living, paying the cost of living
out there,
paying the cost of living in the United States is going to be higher.
They got communism, socialism out there, and they have slave labor.
You don't know what communism and socialism. You don't know what those things are.
We able
again,
to
so the point
that,
that hey, Debo.
So you like slavery?
Debo,
I need you to chill.
Stop trying to pivot. Exactly. So the point being is there's no actual tariff that's going to be implemented that's going to make it worth to actually be able to purchase U.S. products. That's the point.
I think
I'm sorry. This man saying China is a peasant country is crazy.
Exactly. There's no homeless people in China. China actually takes care of their citizens.
Oh, okay. I missed quite a bit. And so I have messages on the back end. I have a lot of things happening. Okay. All right. I know one thing that was said, it was brought to my attention, is that basically Debo has been like it's rapid firing off a lot of different things, and it's pretty much like we only can address one thing at a time. And so I know you mentioned something about 47% of people pay an income tax. You said that? You said like 47% or something is not paying an income tax. Did you say something like that, Debo, or no?
Correct.
You did say that? Okay. All right. So that's wrong. All right. That's wrong. According to the Brookings Institute, all right, 60% of Americans pay income tax. So there's that. So the majority of Americans are paying income tax. So that's wrong. All right. The next thing here that I want to make sure of for you, Debo, is that when you say something, all right, that you believe is a fact, I want you to back it up with a source. Okay? You don't get to keep just saying things, all right, so quickly that people can't address it, that we're going from point A to point J, then all the way to Z, because you're just doing this. We're not going to keep doing that, okay? All right, so I want you to think about it, what it is that you want to talk about, Debo, all right? And then what I want you to do is to be able to say, per this source, this institution, however the hell you want to phrase it, and then let us know, okay? because I'm not going to keep doing that. All right. I'm just not. All right. And also, I do want to read off a few things. Thank you so much to Taro. I was trying to read it earlier, love, but I'm sorry that it got away from me. Thank you to Taro for the $2 super chat. Taro said, "Hail Hector. Hector, you have a fan." All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Taro. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to Nahal for the 2. Nahal said, "Oh my God, your hair looks amazing. Thank you for all you do, Queen." Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to Phil for the 2. Phil said, "Why are tariff taxes good while we issue individual and corporate tax cuts at the same time?" Yeah, so double tax the middle class and the working class, but definitely make sure that the 1%, well, actually the top 10% and corporations are paying less. We get it. Also, let's see here. Okay, so that's going to be it over there. I got to check the other things. I think that might be it. Okay, awesome. I'll do like that math in my head in just 2 seconds. Okay, so Debo, the floor is yours. All right, please say something not just smart, but also factual, and tell us a
Okay.
source.
Let's shift focus a little bit.
Of
Do we
course.
think that
That's
do we think the government's going to solve all our problems, or we're going to pay more tax dollars and embolden the government and give them more and more power, and magically our issues are going to be solved and it's going to be all good because some, great YT savior came through to help us out, and he's come to our rescue and everything is all good hunky dory? Or I mean, like, at some point you can figure it out yourself and be a regular individual and make it for your family, you know what I'm saying, by the sweat of your own brow. Between those two visions, I mean, where do you guys land?
No. Do I think that the government has a responsibility to take care of its citizens? Yes. All right. They do. All right. And if it means that we have to pay a higher tax rate in order for that to happen, then by all means, we'll pay a higher tax rate, because it would actually save us money to pay a higher tax rate, especially for things such as health insurance. All right. We could pay a higher tax for that. So when people don't, they don't have to worry about shelling out, $3,000 a month just for their health insurance. They get to spend that money somewhere else, Debo. They get to put it back into the economy. Okay, so like with that question being asked, are you okay? Are you okay with Republicans being like wanting the tax subsidies for the ACA to end at the end of this year?
No, not at all. What I'm saying is,
Okay.
healthcare is, people had to go to school, get a doctorate degree, people had to study, people had to, get into that field. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and
So
they
I'm not
get
sure
into
if we want to
hundreds of
have the
thousands of
government come
dollars
in
of
and
debt for it too.
regulate that. I would like just more free market, physicians, not like somebody went to school for free and this down the third. It don't work like that. So
He said
I
free
mean, that's
market
basically,
physicians.
yeah. I mean, or do you
What's
go
a
to
free
do you go to
market
school?
physician?
Okay, so either you're a free market physician where you go to school and you market your skills at the market rate,
Mhm.
or you work for the government like in Cuba and you go get your education for free and then you got
No
to do
one's
10 years of
asking for
service
Just be saying
and,
shit.
and it's just,
saying shit.
gratis. Like,
That was stupid.
we talking about free market or big government, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm so
who
sorry.
solves our
That
problems?
was really stupid. All right, because
Over your head, go ahead.
anyone who has served, I'm pretty sure that when they go to the VA or they go to Walter Reed or anywhere where they have doctors and nurses, physicians, clinicians, and so on and so forth, those who got their degree because of the GI Bill, those who work for the government, so they're considered a government doctor. All right, I'm pretty sure people are okay with them. Right? So why wouldn't we be okay? Do you think that
They get
people are
paid
just
market
going to
rate.
be able to hold on? Do you think people are just going to be able to become doctors because, hey, I'm a doctor now. I woke up today and I want to be a doctor. Let me go
No.
work for the government. Like,
The
what are you
argument I was
even
trying to
trying to
make-
say?
The argument I was trying to make, people saying like healthcare is a right. Well, I'm
It
saying
is a
healthcare and medical industry is basically a free market system. And so you can't necessarily say it's a right to have something. You got to have some kind of skin in the game, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sorry, you have to have skin in the game in order to get health insurance? What the fuck do you mean?
no, nothing is free is what I'm telling you. So what you're saying is the government should regulate the medical industry and make it where everybody can get any medical procedure they want for free. I mean, hell, the government shut down right now because they want to give free healthcare to people who ain't from the country.
That is not true. That is untrue.
They
Where,
said it
where
out
do
their own mouth.
where do people, all right, where do people who aren't U.S. citizens get federal health care from? Tell us.
They local health care.
They get local. What the hell does that have to do with the federal government then?
You saying healthcare is right, like free medicine, free. I mean, it just don't work like that.
No. Don't pivot. You just told a lie again. This is like your 100th lie. All you do
No,
is
not at all.
lie. Yeah. It is.
When you disagree, you say lie, but you can't.
No,
refute
it's
it,
not
so
that
you
I
go with
disagree
lie.
with you. I am going to disagree with the fact that you're sitting here telling a lie. You're lying. Undocumented immigrants do not get health care. They don't. The only thing that they qualify for is emergency Medicaid. And with emergency Medicaid, in most cases, they only qualify for up to 3 times a year, and it's for serious illness or injury. So there's that, Debo.
How much that cost?
It doesn't matter how much it costs, because when we look at it over a year, you know what? I do not like a giggling ass bitch, and you're a giggling ass bitch. Fuck you, get out of here. Goodbye. Because that's not even funny. That's so stupid. I can't stand an unserious person. I really can't. Just intellectually dishonest, disingenuous. He's a piece of poop, and I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it anymore. All right, moving on. Just moving absolutely on. Just moving on. Moving on. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and get in the box. Go ahead and get in the box and request up so that we can have a conversation. Please have a semblance of fucking intelligence. Thank you. Also, one of my mods did ask me, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to address it earlier because I had to tend to Bubba, but we don't do ableism over here. No ableism, please. I beg. Okay. Certain words won't be tolerated. You will be given a warning. All right. If you continue on or you try to argue with my mods about it, then you know what? You can get out from outside of the club. Tis it, tis all. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, we're not gonna do ableism. Okay. So like chill out on it. Also, not even chill out. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. And again, if you are a friendly, please drop out of the request. Drop out of the request. All right. And if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and get in the box. Okay. If I pull you up and you are a friendly, then what's going to happen is I'm going to drop you. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to drop you. All right. I have to be on that type of time tonight because I don't have much time and got things to do. All right. So Trump supporters, go ahead and request up. Go ahead and request up and let's have a conversation.
Can we make sure Kenneth's daddy didn't have more children out here on TikTok world? Because that was definitely Kenneth's brother.
I don't think that person's going to load. No one's loading. It's weird. Okay. Hi. I don't know this person.
Erica, language.
That was so late.
Yeah, I wasn't near. I had you in my ear, but I wasn't near my device, so I couldn't do it then. So I just got back. Yeah, he did, but still.
Okay. Tap the screen, y'all. Tap
Classy
the
juice joint.
screen. Oh, cha. Okay, I think this person. It was like 10 people in the request, and they have all left. Wasn't me calling that man to be worried, probably. Tap the screen, guys. Share the live. Do all of the good things, guys. Do all of the good things. All right. Oh, thank you so much for, I don't even know. I don't remember resetting the gift goal. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Let's see here. Ba-dum-bum. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. So something fun happened yesterday, and it typically happens when I go into these MAGA spaces, is that I don't like playing that game that they like to do where they try to pivot from point to point. I like to just let's just talk about one thing. But what's funny about this instance is that I didn't even get to say anything before they dropped me. It was so funny. So what had happened was it was a mom on the panel. All right, I don't know which way this mother voted. I came in on a conversation because she was talking about how the cuts in funding are impacting her and her child because she has a child who lives with autism. And so I was just listening to the conversation, and she specifically said that Donald Trump had already made cuts to Medicaid, all right, and to special education services. And the host tried to like pivot all around it. And the craziest thing was that a Trump supporter came on the panel and was like, hey, you know, I like facts. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. And he was telling the host that she was wrong. All right. It's the lady with the forehead. The lady with the forehead. If anyone knows who the lady with the forehead is, then you are my people, because it's the lady with the forehead. If you know, you know. So she started squealing and shrilling and doing what she does and all that nonsense. And she drops the Trump supporter that basically told her that she was wrong, that Trump has definitely cut services and funding for special education, and that Medicaid at one point did cover those services, but with the funding cuts, it's becoming extremely difficult to do so on and so forth. And she was like, you don't have any proof of that. I hate her voice, man. I swear I hate her voice. So the lady with the forehead, she just keeps yelling and yelling and yelling. And so I go searching and whatnot. And that's when I do learn about the home-based services here in Arizona, because of the funding cuts that Donald Trump has implemented already. And with the hey Kobe, let's see here, and with the cuts in the One Big Beautiful Bill, they're going to see a budget shortfall of $2 billion, where kids aren't going to be able to get the care that they need. It's a vicious cycle. It's a whole thing. I just went over it earlier. I honestly, right now, I don't think I have the mental capability to go over it again. But with that being said, I just put it up on my screen, guys. All I did, I just turned the green screen on and put it up on the screen. She made it big screen and she read it. She read it. After she read it, because you know she ain't that bright, so she was doing this because she's not that bright. So she's reading it and she's still talking, trying to lie, and she just drops me. And then she never added me back. And I was like, yeah, she read it. She definitely read it. She read that shit. Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you cook people. You know?
Yeah, but like they don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know. It's like that when that guy came over here and was like, both sides gaslight each other. And I was like, no, that's not true. Like, we'll literally go over facts. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Peaches. The TCJA, the tax cuts, I don't know. I've been trying to find it. I know that with its original version, the one that was implemented in 2017, that the tax cuts for the middle class and the lower class would have expired this year, but the corporate taxes are still permanent. But I'm trying to find whether or not the tax cuts that they did with this
They weren't
reiteration.
permanent with the first one.
Say it again.
They weren't permanent with the first one. They were permanent with this one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Corporate
Go ahead.
Corporate became permanent under the BBB.
Okay, all right. So corporate, but the tax cuts. What about the tax cuts for the middle class? Did those become permanent or no?
No.
Okay,
No.
all right.
The only thing that became permanent was the corporate tax cuts.
Okay, all right. So I had my understanding of it wrong because I remember us talking, like all of us talking about it prior to, and I understood it wrong. Okay, I got it. Okay, so the corporate tax cuts are now permanent, Peaches. So you and Hector were right, and the middle class and the working class, I guarantee you, probably within 3 years, you're going to start paying more out of pocket. So there's that.
Correct.
It's going to be staggered per usual.
Similar to what happened the first time.
Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. But hey guys, you see that? I didn't just try to gaslight Peaches and Santana into believing that the middle class and working class tax cuts are permanent. You see how I said, oh, okay, all right. So I misunderstood it. Got it. Thank you. Okay.
Speaking of being avert to facts, would you mind if I share what happened in another live recently?
Sure.
It was with one of your ex-faves, Slayer. Exactly. Picture face.
I'm trying.
Slayer ended up on Dean's live line about DEIA.
Oh,
and
Lord.
yeah, lying, saying that the military was teaching DEIA based off of a standard from the Smithsonian. Exactly.
What? That's not
He
making
pulled up
sense.
it doesn't. He pulled up a graphic and he was saying like, this is the Biden administration was forcing the military to train people on DEIA based off of this information from the Smithsonian. And then he told him that, it was done in executive order, being put of the executive order. And he was like, well, this actual executive order is just saying that all Trump did was repeal the executive order that Biden had put in place. It had nothing to do with actually teaching. And then he was like, well, I know people that actually went through it. And he was like, well, do you want me to get someone up here? And Dean was like, sure, let me bring someone up. And so the guy comes up and he's like, hey, did you actually go through this training that Slayer was going through? And the guy was like, no, I didn't go through that training. But basically they're trying to implement it during hiring practices. They want to just have people, try to promote other people of color, or whatever, so they won't look suspicious. And it's like, so literally it doesn't prove, like, your trust me, bro, didn't even work. And Slayer was so pissed. And I was there. I was in there, and you know how I needle him. And so he would call me a tap dancer, and it was a whole thing. And then he finally rage quit. Like, he ran.
Good.
He
As he
literally ran.
should.
Yeah.
I hate when they find like this little piece of information that gives them that confirmation. I was about to get really country there. The confirmation bias that they need, and they run with it. Like, what the hell DEI program from the Smithsonian? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. I
Yeah.
hate it so much. Oh, is this a Trump supporter? Hi.
But to your point, they revert to facts.
They are. Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. Go ahead and accept the request, love. Let's have a conversation. Go ahead. Get in the box. You can do it, Katie. All right.
You
can do
can
it.
do it.
You can do it, love. You can. You can.
What I find across these TikTok streets and behind these caricatures that people are creating for themselves to look so masculine and big and bold,
Yeah.
what I'm finding is their language has begun to shift to it's both sides. Both sides does it. So now it's okay for the Republicans to do it because the Democrats also do it. Now, at first, when Trump took office, it was the Democrats do it. The Democrats do it. But now that they're seeing the regime and that Donald Trump panders
Yep.
and uses blacks for his personal vendetta and the enemies within from the Democrats that don't agree with him. Now it's all of a sudden both sides. And now they're no longer MAGA. They were conservatives after they've jumped ship from MAGA. Now they're not even conservatives.
They're independents.
Now they're independent.
Yep.
Are you getting the drift with this language changing?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I just find that common among a lot of the Trump supporters that's on the app now. So it's both sides. They're independent and they're just not going to vote in 2026.
Well,
Yeah.
let's hope not. There is a word for this. I'm not gonna remember it right now. If Santana or Peaches, if you do, please. But it's like when they take a word and it's not maybe it's a semantic drift. I don't know. I don't think that's it. But it's like they take a word and they try to change the meaning of it. And it's kind of like what they did with the N-word. Like, I don't know if you all remember the N-word when we were kids, but my mom used to always say the N-word means a lazy, ignorant person. And you would look at it in Merriam and Merriam-Webster's and boom, it would be there. It would say lazy or ignorant person, right? And now when you look up the N-word, right, it does not say that. It says that it is a slur directed towards African American or Black people, is what it says. And so like they changed it. They changed the meaning of it. Instead of just adding the context, they changed the meaning. And I think that they could change the meaning because etymology is a thing. They could change the meaning of what independent means, right? Could they? They possibly could. Independent.
I could see that.
Yeah, they could. They could. I mean, they could change the meaning of what democratic means. Like, I mean, they could. Just, I mean, if you say it enough, like Donald Trump trying to rewrite history. Think about that. Donald Trump is literally in front of our eyes trying to rewrite history.
Hmm.
And I just posted a video about this. It's on my page. It's the most recent video. But on September 27th, Donald Trump tweeted about how there were 274 FBI agents.
Oh, I was just about to talk about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but 274 FBI agents basically being insurrectionists and agitators at J6, right? That's what he was talking about and saying how Christopher Wray, lied and he was
Wait,
I'm not gonna read
wait.
about
Hold on.
it.
You said wait. You said he tweeted that when?
He tweeted it September 27th. I got it right here. Let me read it off.
No. This is the one that I was gonna. Okay, read that, and then I got one from
Hey,
today.
let me do
Okay,
this.
got it. Sorry.
That's why I'm saying
ahead.
he's trying to rewrite
Okay.
history.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
here's what he did. So on September 27th, he posted on Truth Social. He said it was just revealed that the FBI has secretly placed against all rules, regulation, protocols, and standards 274 FBI agents into the crowd just prior to and during the January 6th hoax. This is different from what Director Christopher Wray stated over and over again. That's right. As it now turns out, FBI agents were at and in the January 6th protest, probably acting as agitators and insurrectionists, but certainly not as law enforcement officials. I want to know who each and every one of these so-called agents are and what they were up to on that now historic day. I'm not going to do the Trump impression. Many great American patriots were made to pay a very big price for the love of their country. I owe this investigation of dirty cops and crooked politicians to them. Christopher Wray, the then director of the FBI, has some major explaining to do. That's 2 in a row, Comey and Wray, who got caught lying with our great country at stake. We can never let this happen to America again. He said that on September 27th. All right. Kash Patel on the same day, he went to Fox News, Fox Digital News, so the online portion of it. He went to them and he made a statement to them. He gave them a statement and told them that agents were sent into a crowd control mission after the riot was declared by Metro Police. So Kash Patel and all records indicate that the FBI, all right, was not there prior to, nor were they involved during, but they came to help out after the insurrection started. He called it a riot. I'm calling it an insurrection. All right. Allegedly. That's what I think, TikTok. It's just my thoughts. All right. Tis it, tis all. But yeah, so there's that. I mean, like Kash Patel. But then I almost forgot because Santana said he wanted to do it. But then today, guys, at like 12:30 a.m., all right, which is surprising for him because normally he tweets at around like 3:30. So maybe that person's on the West Coast. I don't know. But then today, Donald Trump tweets this. He goes, the Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. If this is so, which it is, a lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. What a scam. Do something, President DJT. That's today. That was today. I had to ask my baby. I had to ask my baby, I said, who was the president on January 6, 2021? And he said, Trump. It was Trump. Yes, even though he was the president. Like, Santana, Peaches, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing?
Coddling.
This is stupid. And you know what's so crazy is that I honestly could see one of those not smart people getting up here and trying to actually argue that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Christopher Wray was his appointment after Comey. Yes. He's trying to go after Christopher Wray right now. He wants Christopher Wray indicted and locked up. And I think he wants Christopher Wray locked up because Christopher Wray wouldn't lie for him. He wouldn't lie and say that this was an inside job. But why would it be an inside job, sir, when you literally were the president?
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to admit it's an inside job, he has to admit that he, was in the inside job.
Exactly.
Like, that's the only way.
He had to admit that he had his hand in the cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's that. This is all is. How are we? I think I've said this 1,000 times. The case study on this is going to be absolutely crazy, and then the friggin' docu-series, because there's no way you're going to be able to put this in a 2-hour movie. This is definitely going to have to be like a month-long event.
You know, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Are you fine?
My theory is that one of the Kennedys, probably in about 20 years from now, are going to be saying that golfing causes some kind of derangement syndrome. Because if this man only plays golf and he says that he's, perfectly healthy, what else could be causing his brain to function like a 3-year-old toddler? He has had more temper tantrums than any child I know about, one, the Nobel Peace Prize, Biden, Obama, Letitia James, and anybody else that has had, some kind of bigger presence in the political realm. He has got to be the most childish president the U.S. has ever had.
Most definitely. I agree. I honestly, I think he is. Someone
Gotta
just
be
put
golf.
something in the chat
Gotta
that
be
made me
golf.
cackle.
Golf or Tylenol.
Hey, yo, Doodle, I might agree with you. It might be that. He might be in the third stage. That's what's happening. Possibly. I don't know. But you know what? Okay. All right. I can't talk about certain stuff online. My social media manager says so no, so I won't do it. But guys, a few quick shout outs. Thank you so much to Donna over there on the tube for the super chat. Donna sent 5 and said, "Oh my gosh, Erica, I'm so saddened that he doesn't care about public education, poor and homeless. How this will affect us seniors and veterans. Just wow." Yeah, Miss Donna, some people are just pieces of poop. Unfortunately, they do live amongst us. They do. Unfortunately. Thank you so much for the love. I do appreciate you. But yeah, some people are just pieces of poop. And we just got to recognize them for what they are. Also, shout out to Phil for the 4. Thank you so much, Phil. Phil, I'm going to read this one. Phil says, as taxpayers, we pay the grants for medical research. We already pay into it, but then companies get to profit off of the subsidized development off our backs. That is true. All we do here in the States is subsidize companies, corporations. That's all we get to do. And we don't reap any reward for it. So thank you, Phil, for that. I appreciate you guys. So that's 9. If I am doing math correctly, that'll put it at 37. All right. So guys, we're 137 away from our daily donation goal. Links are in the bio. If you do want to support the live, best way to do so is via the pay links. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're on the tube, the best way to support is via a super chat. Thank you all so very much. And yeah. I don't know, Santana, I think I'm about to call it. Peaches, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, love.
Absolutely.
Of course. Hey, one moment. Guys, let's get Peaches over 1,000. We're not doing the daily goal anyways. So let's go ahead and get Peaches over 1,000 coins since she came here and dropped that knowledge on that idiot. I'm in the mood. I love you more. All right. So let's get Peaches over 1,000. And if you're not following her, make sure that you're doing so because she hosts a great live herself and very, very knowledgeable. And it's a good space to be in. So show Peaches some love, y'all.
I will tell you, Erica, that I'm not going to be doing as much debating with Trump supporters anymore. I'm going to be spending more time worried about, getting people voting in 2026, making sure that people are understanding, because I am a socialist. I do cater more to those that suffer from illnesses. I
Mhm.
deal with mental disability. I don't know if you know this, but I am a licensed behavioral analyst.
Okay.
And so Sweet Peaches just came as a gift while COVID was happening, and I've kind of just taken a break. But my 501c3, I'm bringing that back into a regular thing in my life where I house homeless adolescent girls, and I go into high schools and I help them find places for their students that are between the ages of 18 and 22 that are still high school students, but are living from pillow to post. And I'm going to be educating more people about how this is affecting foster care.
Awesome.
And I don't know if you knew this, but Lucy, go in your room really quick. Hurry up. I also had a problem with Donald Trump in 2016 and his immigration problems. My daughter, who is turning 9 tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
actually, I adopted her because her mother was deported when she was trying to get her back. So I adopted a baby from an illegal immigrant. And they left her in my care. I took her in at 3 days old.
Oh,
We
wow.
waited a whole year. They deported the mom, didn't even tell the courts. And she
Wow.
didn't show up to court. And so she stayed in my care. And now that baby is mine. Um, and that's another part of my ministry is helping people stay knowledgeable about the foster care system and how the immigration system has been broken well before Biden, well before Trump, well before Obama. It's broken. But thank you so much again.
Of course.
I love
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, always a
Thank you so
pleasure,
much for coming
Santana, as
by.
well.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So when you go live, next time you go live, I'll be up in there to take a listen.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome, love.
Bye
Have a
bye.
great night.
You too.
That is friggin' fantastic. That's awesome. I think we have to do more of that. I know it's something that I've been thinking about. Um, I always say I want to talk to non-voters, but
hmm
non-voters are shy.
Sometimes, I mean, I
Yeah.
think if you create the environment and they feel like their voice is heard,
Yeah.
then I think they're more acceptable and they're willing to actually join the conversation. But I do think that people who are non-voters have been shunned so much by, people saying like no, no vote, no
No
voice.
voice. Yeah.
And that's kind of, you know, pushed them away from necessarily speaking on why they didn't vote. But I do think there is a need to speak to those non-voters.
Yeah. And I would like to have those conversations without them being heated exchange. So like keep it like a decent discourse, civil conversation.
hmm
So that's how I want to go about it. I'm gonna have a whole week off to think about it.
That's
So yeah.
wild.
Also, I presented an idea to Hector today that I think I'm just going to
hmm
copy and paste and send it to you and
hmm
see what you think. And then I have to ask two other people what they think about it.
hmm
It does not involve you. It does not involve a podcast. Just want to let you know that.
Good.
Okay. All right.
Because,
There's no.
keep podcast equipment from men.
Yes. All right. Take all microphones away from men. All
hmm
microphones. All right. Shout out to Heather. Thank you so much for the 5. Heather said, Black women's labor ain't free. Love you so much. Love you more. Thank you. And appreciate the community you created and the work you put in. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate you too, love. Drop some hearts in the chat for Heather, y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat for Heather. Yeah. So I think a matter of fact, I'm just gonna do it. And then I know you're gonna skim
Who?
you because you don't
I
read
read
anything.
everything.
You don't read everything.
I read
You know how
every
to
I read
talk,
every
my dude.
every detail and aspect of everything that everyone sends me. Every intricate part of everything that people send.
I am seriously, I'm not adding this to change names or anything. Just read it and then
Not the start of the message, say Hector.
Hector! Hector!
Ain't no way. Do I need to read it now?
Yeah, I want to see what you say.
Okay. Hold
Do. Oh, wow. That's a really bad way to copy a message. What in the world? All right. Control A. Oh, fudgesicles. You technology stay kicking my behind. But yeah, I think that would be like cool. Like all the people
I already
mentioned.
have that.
No, I know you already have it. I'm talking about everyone together doing it, like it being bigger than what it is. I kind of saw the division the other night. That's why, if that makes sense.
Like a
Eh,
pool?
Yeah, like a pool.
Hmm. We'd have to talk about how that works.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. That's the part that I did also send because I think that that's going to be extremely important. I only allow it. Oh, only allow what, Hector? Oh, Hector, I sent you a request. I don't know if you're gonna take it or not. I think you might be at your black job. But yeah, I am I think it'd be a good idea. I was gonna reach out to everyone else after I come back. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have fun tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just suck all the life out of the room.
Mm.
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
Like
I
Hector.
couldn't even make fun out of the last two kids. Fuck you.
I can laugh at that. I can laugh at that. But yeah, I want to have fun tonight because I'm gonna be gone for a whole week. Like Santana, are you gonna miss me? Because I'm gonna be gone for a whole week. That means no
What's wrong?
pickles, no nothing, no pickle time, no potato time. Me and Kiana
I ain't
won't
gonna
be
lie, if you wanted to have
freestyling.
fun, you should have done Black as Fuck.
I thought I was gonna be able to like have fun and then go into that for a bit, but no. Yeah, like, are you all gonna miss the church at Kirk? There's gonna be that. Well, Kiana can still do the church. Thank you for the heartbeat.
What?
You never been to the church at Kirk before?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you should go to the church at Kirk. Make sure you're following Kiana. That's what you gotta do. You gotta make sure that you follow Kiana.
Okay, so it's Kiana. 'Cause otherwise, I was looking at you sideways.
Yeah, it's not me. I didn't create it. No, I'm just a deaconess. I'm just a deaconess in the church of Kirk. But no, I I cannot wait. I got like 30 minutes left of me tops, and then I have to thank you, Alecus. I appreciate you, love. Then I have to get some stuff together and then head on over to the good old aeroport.
Wait, you're leaving tonight?
Yeah, it's an
Oh,
overnight flight.
smokes.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Okay. I didn't realize you were leaving tonight.
Yeah, it's an overnight flight. So that should be fun. That should be fun. And yeah, and then go do all the fun stuff. Yay, yittity.
Yitties.
Yeah. Thank you. Definitely will do. Thank you, SJ. I don't think this person's a Trump supporter. But yeah, I'm asleep is what I'm gonna do. I am going to
I love
sleep.
red eyes.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's the only
sleep.
time I can really sleep on a flight.
Yeah. Oh no, I can sleep anytime on a flight. All I need is for it to take off and I'm out.
Yeah, I can't.
Yep. I put like a jacket over my head. I'll like do the jacket thing and then I'm like just out. So no one can
Hmm.
see me with my mouth open. Anywho, why don't you either of you have your cameras on? What's happening? I feel weird.
Uh,
No, I don't have mine on.
Oh, you're doing your black
Mm.
job, Hector?
I have a Cohiba.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's it's gonna be fun. I'm super excited. So that should be that. And I know Bubba is excited, so that should be fun. And yeah, we'll have to see what happens. It's gonna be fun. If you're in the Discord, you
As-
might get pictures.
I was just about to say, like, are you gonna document? Are you gonna do a vlog? What are we doing? I mean, you're a
I
creator,
might
so
I
you have to
might
take
do a
advantage of every opportunity.
yeah. I might do a vlog. Not might. You know what? That's a good idea, Santana. I didn't even think of that. I thought of just doing like maybe posting like a quick video, but a vlog would be fun, especially since it's our first time doing it for both of us. And so I was thinking I will do that and I can post it to YouTube first for members only for like a day or two and then change it up
Mhm.
and make it public and
Mhm.
see. So that would be cool to do that. I told my cousin, my cousin, she did it for us. I said, "Hey, I almost have 40,000 followers on TikTok. That should count for something. Shouldn't I get a discount?" She was like, "Well, maybe if you go first and then like document it, then maybe they'll do it for the second time." I said, "I don't know if they'll bill second time after this, but we'll see what happens." So I was like, doesn't that
That's
count for
right.
something? No, it does not. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna we'll see what happens. That'll be super cool.
Mhm.
I gotta make sure I don't catch the kid's face though. I don't like people seeing Bubba's face. So there's that.
No, I understand that. Keep
Yeah.
your kids offline.
Yep. Keep your
Protect your
kids
kids.
offline. Yeah. So I had to figure that part out, learn how to do some editing skills.
Mhm.
How to do
It's
that.
October. Have him wear a Halloween mask around.
Oh, fudgesicles.
Like,
I meant to get him a Halloween costume. Shoot. Fudgesicles. Maybe he could just be a surfer. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll still have time. I can go get him one. I'll take him and we'll go get one. But what else? Do either of you know how to rap?
yes.
Gifts, yes.
No, like freestyle.
Oh,
Yes.
Go ahead, Santana. Do you need a beat? Where's Brianna?
No. I don't need a beat.
Oh, go ahead. Off the dome.
Okay. Oh, I can't rap online.
Oh, you can't? Oh. You gonna say
No.
some real? You gonna say some real nigga shit?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh my god.
This is a little bit different, so I can't do that.
Oh my gosh. Where is Kiana? We were rapping yesterday. That shit was hilarious. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Trump supporters are few and far in between. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't want to talk to them. I don't.
Yeah, I get that. Like every once in a while, like that really happens with me. I'm just like, fuck that. I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
Like even the other night where where someone let me indulge in conspiracy theories and break my own rule. Like there was a Trump supporter in the box, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to talk to this person.
Yeah, and when you indulged in those conspiracy theories, I was like, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you
Put me in
doing?"
a fucking gulag.
I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Put me in the fucking gulag.
Yep, sure did. But yeah, it does drain you after a while. That's why I'm happy to have the break coming here in a few hours. Can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic. Can't friggin' wait. I'm only telling you guys that I'm not gonna be here for a week, so when I am gone, you don't ask all my friends, "Where's Erica? Where's Erica?" Because I don't want them making up stuff. Because Santana will lie.
I
Santana will
will.
lie.
At least I'm honest about it.
You are honest that you will lie. All right,
I will.
Hector will be like, "Mind your fucking business."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know what I would say that to, but it sounds like something I would say.
If I didn't
I'll be
tell
like,
people that I was gone for a
Erica.
week.
Erica got locked up. She got caught doing one of her 12 crimes in a day, and so like they got her down at the penitentiary.
Finally meeting that quota.
How specific that number is tells me you just projected. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, he does like
Or
17 in a day, Hector.
I was about to say, or I know like I'm proficient and I know what the metrics are. I know my KPIs.
Key
Crime
performance
KPI
index
is crazy.
is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Wow, that is a key performance index for a fucking is it index or indicator? Can't remember.
Indicator.
Indicator. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I haven't had a real job since April. Forgetting stuff. Forgetting what this stuff means. Maybe I should go back to corporate. I'm lying. I'm not doing that. That's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. Well, no, it's not gonna happen. I don't think so. I'm gonna just start a rap career.
You could.
I could do that.
You could.
I really could. I could just start rapping. I'm good at it. Like, give me a
No, you're
word.
not.
I am.
As
Give me a
long as you're
word.
not doing impressions, you're good.
My impressions are amazing. Give me a
Impressions
word.
suck.
They are fantastic.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. How do you make onomatopoeia around with something? Someone did that before.
I
Who
don't
made
know. You said.
onomatopoeia? I can't even
I
say
think it was
onom.
Slim Shady.
Okay, I don't like him. I can't make
I know you
onomatopoeia.
don't.
I can't even say it. How you say it?
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia? It ain't gonna work.
Are you trying to make something rhyme with that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking
You can
like
only get the last one to
tilapia.
rhyme.
Whoa.
Like Shensia,
Choose
something.
violence. Magically delicious. John, that's a neat new name you have there, John. John said rap about Santana and Hector's hairline. That's wild.
Mm.
The rapper that Unalive did that? What rapper Unalive? There's many of them. What? That's so vague. So vague. Like, which one? Sorry, which one? Like, what are we doing? So many. Onomatopoeia. Huh. Give me a beat.
Who mentioned the rappers dying? Because niggas die every day, B.
Exactly. I love that movie, by the way. It's one of my favorite movies. Are you just flicking a... What am I gonna do with that? That's not a beat. I can't do nothing with that.
I'm literally beatboxing.
I can't hear you beatboxing.
Oh, I don't know.
I
don't
thought it
know
was like
then.
this sound of like flicking something. It sounded like...
Oh no.
Mike's not picking it up or what? I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
I was like,
I'm
what?
on my AirPods, so
Oh, okay. You gotta do it with passion.
I mean I was trying to like, you know.
I know what will solve my attitude problem right now. All right, be right back. Santana, entertain the people.
Got you. Don't worry about it. Hold on. All right, chat. I have nothing. So we're all just gonna sit here in silence until Erica comes back. Please.
You had
No
one
one say anything.
goddamn job. One.
Please.
You had
No
one
one say anything.
goddamn job. One.
This is my job. I'm doing my black job. Be quiet, Hector. Everybody be quiet. We're all just gonna sit quietly until Erica comes back. Don't nobody say nothing. Don't even type in the chat. Stop typing in the chat, guys. No, you guys stop typing in the chat. No.
Why do you
And
always
we've
make
been
this?
entertained. It's due to my inflated ego and
Oh,
sense of self.
Oh, okay. At least you're honest about it. All right. That's all that anyone can ask for, right? Who needs
Mhm.
change when you're honest?
Exactly.
Boom. Anywho.
Hey, the Panthers won today. You should be cheerful. We dog walked your nemesis.
Would you play the Cowboys? Or the
Yeah, we
Bengals?
did.
Okay, the Cowboys. Okay.
We lit them up too.
Yay. Yeah, as you know, I don't know nothing about sports ball.
No, nothing about baseball.
Don't know nothing about that. None. Nothing. I try. I honestly I do try. I will sit down and watch a football game and I'll just like be like, yay, they have the ball. What the fuck I'm yelling for? Like, yay. I don't know. As long as the Eagles win, I'm fine. That's it. Go Eagles.
The Eagles got mopped on Thursday.
They did not get mopped. Let me say that.
They got
they didn't
mopped.
get mopped.
No, seriously.
That
The
wasn't
score
a
was like,
mop.
what was the score? What was the score? It was
I
like
think you
30
got
something
that
to
wrong.
17.
No way.
No, they got mopped.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Only reason I know is because like do you know what squares are?
What?
So it's a really black thing. So squares is like where like there's this board. It's like a large board. And then they take like numbers and they put one team on the x-axis, the other team on the y-axis, and then depending on the number that ends on the quarter, the last number, if you have the right square, then you win money for that quarter.
Oh,
and yeah, so it's a whole thing. It's a real black thing. But yeah, I had a couple of squares. I had
they
like
lost
10
2 games in a
squares.
row.
Yeah, Eagles are not doing good.
Yeah, but two. Okay, they started off extremely strong. I wonder what happened. Did someone get injured or something?
Mm-mm.
No.
They're talking about firing their OC,
Oh, offensive coach. Okay, that's what
offensive
OC.
coordinator.
A coordinator. Okay, I was close. Let's go. Let's go. Told y'all. I know
Uh,
everything about football.
Wait, so are you cheering about getting 50% right?
Yes, go.
Like
Mhm.
50% on the test? You're
It was only
cheering
one
getting a 50
question. It was one
and you
question.
got
I got half of it
50%. That's
right.
not even passing.
Hey, go me. Go me. I got half of it right. Shit, that counts. What are you
I
talking about?
guess.
That counts.
Almost doesn't count.
Almost does count in this instance. I said offensive. That's the important part.
Hmm.
I could have said the other coach. Could have said the other coach.
The other
Yeah.
coach.
There we go. So they lost 2 in a row, which actually is really sucky. They lost to the Giants, which is crazy because
That's what I said. They got mopped.
they did 34-17. You're right. They play the Vikings next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that, they play the Giants again. So that's going to be interesting. But still, they can still go to the playoffs and then win the division championship, and then go to the Super Bowl again. They just have to win the rest of their games. Maybe lose like no more than like 2 more, and then they can go. And then they'll be like number 1 because everybody else sucks except for Detroit. I heard Detroit is doing really well in the NFC. Is that
The
true?
Panthers have won 2 in a row.
Oh, that's good. What's the Panthers record?
3-3.
Okay.
First
what's
time
the-
that we've been 3-3 in 1,432 days. And I'm not joking about that number.
Someone gonna do the math? Are we gonna do the
It's
math?
been a long time since we've been 500.
Are we gonna do the math? Yes, down to the day. Down to the day. Good. Everyone needs to beat Kansas City. I do not like them. I have the same dislike for Kansas City as I do for the Cowboys when I was younger. I couldn't stand the Cowboys. Couldn't stand them. The only reason why I pretended to like the Cowboys for a good little bit is because of Deion Sanders. I love Deion. I do. That's my heart right there. Love me some prime time. Yes.
Did you see he just had his 16th surgery?
Yes, I did. Fucking A. He is determined. He's determined.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep up the fight. He is. Keep up the fight. Prime is awesome. I don't understand how people couldn't like him. He's freaking awesome. He's a little arrogant. Nothing wrong with a little bit of arrogance every now and again. He can back it up though. He really can. It's
He
absolutely
really could. Prime, it wasn't Prime for no reason.
exactly. It's freaking amazing. Just an amazing athlete. An amazing athlete. And just all around good person. Also, he was easy on the eyes. There we go. He was easy on the eyes. All right. You know how long? Oh, who's this person? I don't think this is a Trump supporter. I think this is Hector's friend.
Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up.
You gotta be my friend.
You.
Because he was on your live. Is your
Yeah,
friend?
I've been on your live a couple times, Erica.
You have? I
All
don't
my
remember.
friends are on my
Don't make
live.
it
Wow.
awkward, man. Don't make it awkward.
Gemini.
I'm gonna take that personal. Hey,
Okay.
hey, Hector. Hey, Santana.
That's cool.
I actually met Erica first. I'm a little. My feelings are a little hurt. I met
You did?
Erica.
I
You were
see
one of like
you
the
in here
first.
first. You was in here first.
You were one of like my first big debate people with Bill and them. I'm a little offended. That actually hurt my feelings a little bit. I met you. I met Hector like a week later. I met Santana at the same time I met Hector.
I
Wow!
don't.
Wow!
I'm sorry.
Wow.
My
Well, no,
bad.
Santana, because I haven't been up on your panel, Santana, but I started following you because I started following Erica and Hector. Erica better, but
I know that's right. Say that shit louder.
but nah, damn, I'm offended. Damn, my feelings are a little
I'm
hurt. Me and you
sorry.
had a good
Are you a
conversation
Gemini?
too.
Are you a Gemini?
Yes, I am.
When's your
Yup.
birthday?
Proud. May 30th, 2004.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I'm one of the
It's a-
cool ones.
Yeah, you are. Mine is May 31st. Awesome. Shout out to
lucky
May
sequel.
Geminis. We're the best.
My mom and little brother are Tauruses, so they be beefing with me. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Hey, it's a panel full of air signs. Yay. All right,
W.
So
Are you
today-
only looking for friendlies today, or
I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what it is I'm looking for because I'm about to leave like probably like 15 minutes. I got stuff to do. But no, what's up?
Ah, damn! Of course I joined late. No, I wanted to ask a question because I've been hearing someone, I don't remember where, but they were talking about something about they're about to affect Black people's voting rights or something about like enabling Black people from being able to go to places, and I wanted to confirm because I don't really know. It's been something weird about not like gerrymandering, but something about like something about like making it harder for Black people to basically get in the building, but I couldn't tell if it was bullshit or not, and I wanted to see if anyone else has heard about it.
No, I haven't heard about
I
it.
never heard no shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need to do more research then, because maybe it
Yeah.
was bullshit.
Yeah, that had to be. So I can't even make any type of comment on that one because I got nothing. I got nothing.
Or no, it was about voting machines. I remember what it was now. It had something to do with like a new company owning the voting machines.
Some MAGA, some Trump supporter bought Dominion. I haven't done my research on that one yet, but like someone tagged me in it and like it looked like a conspiracy theory, and I didn't know anything about it, so I haven't done
Okay.
any research on it.
Okay, because I was hearing about it a lot, and I did a little bit of like a deep dive, and I'm like, I cannot tell if this is bullshit or not. It was literally just like
It
some
looked like it was
right
to
wing
me, but
company.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would
I'm
think
still
that
have to do
if
some research.
Dominion was being sold, then it would be like a big deal, and
Right.
like information would be out. There would be like actual reports about it as far as like even the deal being in works. And I
Okay.
hadn't seen anything, so I didn't even like. I get tagged in a lot of crap, and so it was something that wasn't even worth my time as far as fact checking.
There's people in chat are saying that it is true that they did get bought out. So I'm still in the video, but I just wanted to bring it
No,
to
they
y'all's
did
attention
get-
and
they
ask if
did.
y'all even heard of it.
Yeah, no, they have been purchased. So they have been purchased by Liberty Vote. So that is a thing. One of the things that is, I would say, is concerning is that like they're saying that their goals are aligned more with conservative values, but like, dude, you're just a voting you own voting machines. Like
You're not.
all you
You're
have to do-
supposed to be like not. You're supposed to be in the middle.
Yeah, like
literally.
literally off on the sides, like nonpartisan. So I'm trying to understand, like, how do voting machines align with conservative values? That's weird.
They're gonna check if we're
Well,
Black and
when
be
you-
like, oh well,
They
shit.
can.
Oh my god.
Well, when
Super
it's
loud.
tapped into Starlink, you can do whatever you want on voting machines.
Oh, are we about to do Blue MAGA? I don't want to do Blue MAGA.
No,
No,
no
but
Blue
I
MAGA, no.
actually came up for
What's up?
the Kansas City slander.
Oh, Kansas City. I didn't hear any Kansas City slander. I don't know if I was here for that.
You didn't hear it. You said it.
I said it?
Yep.
What did I
hate
say?
Kansas City like I hated the Cowboys when I was a kid. It's your exact words.
Oh, you mean football? Oh, you talking about sports?
Uh-huh.
Talking about
As a season
sports?
ticket holder, I cannot stand for such foolishness.
I don't care.
That's what's up.
That man said as a season ticket
She's there
holder.
with her friends right now. That's why I'm not.
Oh,
That's
your
why I'm
mom
here.
is there?
Yeah, I gave her and her friends my tickets for this week.
Oh, awesome. I know she's having a ball.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Oh, but Corey, guess what? Guess what, friend?
What?
I don't give a fuck.
No, you don't.
Not a fuck.
You
Not
love
a
the slander.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh, Ann, that is so pretty. Thank you, Ann. Oh, that was gorgeous. What is that? Thank you so much, Ann. A magic roll? Cool. Drop some hearts in the chat for Ann for that pretty gift. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate you. That gift was just as pretty as you are. Corey, I don't care about sports. You know that.
I know.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'll catch you on the next Beyonce tour. Don't worry about it.
No. Hey, a quick question. Do you think that like her next album is gonna be like more so rock and roll, or do you think she's
Yeah,
gonna go?
for sure.
It's gonna be rock and roll. Yeah, because that would make
Yeah.
sense, right? Because she took back house, she took back country. Now go out the rock and roll.
Yeah, she's about to do a whole Tina Turner moment.
Ooh, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love
We're
it.
going. We
That
already
actually.
we discussed it. Well, I guess you left the day before we did, but we discussed it while we were also in Houston. We're going to Paris.
Oh, sorry. I'll start singing.
Wait,
and
they have
everybody
ties
leave.
with the Heritage Foundation?
Yes.
Oh, well, shit. The more bad news you hear, just hear more and more bad news every day.
It gets
So-
worse.
But go ahead and put Paris 2027 on your books.
Okay.
We're going
I
to
have to
Paris for
put
the next
Spain 2026 up there first. Spain 2026 first. I do. Because I want to do Barcelona for my 40th. I've been talking about it for years, and I'm going to do it. I promise you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to Barcelona for my 40th. So, yeah. Ooh, I just told y'all my age. Y'all didn't hear that. I'm almost 60.
I'm looking at a cruise out of Barcelona.
What is it with black women lying about being older than they are? Erica,
your
you're not
business,
almost
Gemini.
60. You're 34.
Gemini,
You're
I said
34,
Gemini.
Erica.
Son,
You're
that's not
34.
taking that shot. What? I don't-
Gemini. I said, Erica, you're 34. Stop trying to make yourself sound older than you are. You're 34.
Well, thank you. So you're
Yes.
so kind. You're so kind.
I keep hearing too many black women be like, "No, I'm in my 60s or my 50s," and I'm like, "No, you're not. You're 30 something. Stop bullshitting. Stop trying to lie to everybody."
Are you trying to get the truth out of me? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I genuinely don't believe you're 60 something, because if you're 60 something, then I
I'm
clearly don't know
almost
people's
60.
age.
I'm almost
You're not
60.
almost. No, you're not. You're not almost 60. You're not almost 50 something. You're 34. You're 34, 30, 33, 36 at most.
My son said I was 49 the other day. I was a little bit offended. Wait, did I say 49? Yeah, he said I was 49, and I was like offended because like, whoa, calm down, that's rude. But yeah, I'm almost
49
60.
is even a stretch.
I'm
No,
almost
no,
60.
you're not. No, you're not. You don't need to lie.
I'm
You're
older
not.
than Santana and Hector
See,
and Corey and
see
you.
now I can. Well, you're definitely older than me. I'm 21. I'm
Oh my God,
I'm the
he's a
child
baby.
of alive.
You still
Yeah.
got Similac on your breath.
Yep. but but no, you're definitely not close to any 60s or 50s, nothing, not even 40s, something, nothing. No. I'm not believing that. I had to say the same thing to Aaron, and I'm like, Aaron, you're not almost. No, you're not. No, I don't believe black women when they be saying they're super old and they're not. Not even like 60 is super old, but I don't believe that. That's bullshit.
Hector is 42.
Hector is not 42. No, he is not. I know
Yeah,
that's not true.
Grossly
Yeah.
incorrect. I don't know why the hell you put so much years on me. I'm actually 37.
Hector, you're not 37 either.
I'm
If you're
48.
37, then I thought you was 23. You are 26.
Listen, I didn't say it was an easy 37. It's a rough 37. Jesus Christ.
Well,
man.
no, because you don't
You're
look 37. You look
I
like
think
you're
you're
in
being
your
real
20s.
ageist right now. I think you're
No,
being really
I-
ageist right
you
now.
don't look
and that-
like
that
you
is
don't
not-
look that old.
This is
You
not
don't
very
look that
progressive.
old.
This is
We
not
are
very
progressive.
progressive to you at all.
We are the people Tina Turner was singing about in Proud Mary. That's all
Exactly.
I say. We
Wait,
are
okay,
those people. She was talking about us.
Mary, keep
Wait,
on
okay,
burning.
Santana. How old is Santana then, legitimately? Because I thought
Santana
Santana
is
was like 37.
59.
Santana's like
No,
57.
okay, now I know. No, he is not
Yes,
like
he is. He's
57.
old.
I feel like
Santana's
y'all are
older.
taking advantage of my young, impressionable brain. I feel like y'all are just taking
Not
advantage.
young impressionable.
I feel like you're being ageist right now, and I'll never forget.
I'm not being ageist.
Benjamin Button.
Like, are you trying to put us in a retirement home? What are we doing? Like, why?
I'm trying to keep y'all out the retirement home.
Santana is literally moving into assisted living next week. What are you talking about?
Not
Don't
assisted.
say that.
I got that Benjamin Button.
I was just debating this with Naquan because he was saying how old he is, and I'm like, no, because that means you'd be my father's age, and I refuse
Naquan's
to
got to be
believe
at least
that.
63.
You know, this man expanded on his platform. Be going from Spar with Santana, the bingo with Santana. It's going to be good, bro.
Bingo. Bingo.
See, you
Actually, it's
made that
bridge.
joke, but I play it.
I'm
Bridge.
I'm way too classy. I play bridge.
Told y'all, it's a bridge drop.
That is so funny. All right. Well, Gemini and Corey, two Geminis, yay! Gemini and Corey, thank you so much for coming up. I think we have a. Well, let's find out first. Hey, Fish and Shrimp, are you a Trump supporter?
You just coughed on the mic, dog. Fish and shrimp.
What are we doing?
Shrimp and fish.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
Are you a Trump supporter?
My bad. You're still up here after saying
You're
Yeah, I'm trying
here.
to get out. Can't figure this shit out.
You're off of mute right now, so you can answer the question. Okay, good God, what the hell?
Maybe he mistyped. I was about to say.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what is happening here? It's weird.
It's always weird to me when you ask them a question and they'll type out the answer. Like you right
Yes,
there, your mic
you're
is
right
on.
there.
Just say something.
Why are you being so weird? Did they type out the answer in the chat?
I think they did.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
I
But
don't see it.
okay, I thought so. I thought I
No, he
saw
did,
them
but I've seen
elsewhere
so many people
before.
do it.
All right, they requested that time. I'm gonna send an invite. I'm bored. I want to have some fun. Not bored
I
with
was
you
gonna
guys.
ask,
It's
is
just I
there
want to
is
have
there
some fun in front of me.
genuinely I was gonna ask, is there genuinely any other big news that has happened? Because I've had to take a big break from some of the bad news because it literally just feels like every minute I get on my phone is like, on
There's
today's news of
conversation.
fucked up shit in America.
There's conversations around adding Barron Trump to the board of TikTok.
No way. Are you
That's
serious?
fine.
What? Since when?
Since today.
What?
Well, so Eric,
That's
you know that wallet that I was telling you about that made all that money on Friday, right
yeah.
Yep.
before the
How-
crypto. We think
144 million.
we no 192 million.
It wasn't 190. I thought it was 144.
192.
They
The
opened
Can
up
you fill me in,
the.
Corey? What are we talking about?
So hang on one second. Let me grab my window.
There
They opened
was.
that
So
window of 30 minutes before Trump announced the tariffs.
so there was the crypto wallet that opened like within an hour before the tariff. So here's the thing that Trump's response was a response to a letter that China had issued the day before.
Mm-hmm.
It's in regards to their rare earth exports and general export controls.
Yes.
The the crux of it all was that there were people positioned for that downward move that we had. We haven't had a downward move in the markets like that since April, since the tariff tantrum was in April. As a matter of fact, we hadn't had a 1% down day in like 120 some odd sessions. But there were people positioned. So like I use tools that kind of show me where dealers are positioned. There were dealers positioned 3% down market. And then there was a crypto wallet that was opened that day that they opened the wallet and they immediately initiated a massive Bitcoin short. They made $192 million before it's all said and done. And then, so the market closed at 3 Central, 4 Eastern. And then a little after the market closed, when he actually put a number to the tariffs, and then we drilled an additional 50 points on the regular S&P equity and futures index. So there were people that knew. And just like today, matter of fact, the same wallet that made $192 million the other day made a little over $100 million today when he walked back the threat, the tariff threat.
Niggas is getting paid.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
They're crafty. I can't even be mad at them. I'm mad that I'm not sitting at the table. Like I'm mad that I don't know. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because not at the table.
Yeah, because what they're they're literally playing in our faces.
They are. They really, really are.
But then we also have to understand like the real casualties of shit like this. Because like Eric, like I was telling you yesterday about like the crypto influencers, crypto traders, and equity traders that I know of that have self-unalived since Friday.
Yeah. I thought that was absolutely
heard about
insane.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
we're talking
what?
about.
Wait. Crypto traders are like legitimately or like figuratively?
I know of 7 at least
that have
I saw like a
self-unalized
high number
between.
that I didn't believe. So
So, I'm saying I know of seven the people that I can verify that have self-unalized between Friday and now.
It's that bad right
because
now.
they lost
These
so much
Fuck.
people,
money.
no, there were accounts that got liquidated
Yep.
from. I mean, we're talking $60 million down to $450,000. There were a few wallets that I was looking at that got liquidated from 19 to 20 million down to literally zero almost.
And that's what they want to
Ugh.
replace our currency with?
Well,
Yep.
they want to replace the currency with USDC, which is a stable coin that tracks the dollar.
Okay.
But these altcoins, they're so unregulated that when you start getting these mass sell-offs,
Uh-huh.
the platforms that enable trading in these crypto assets and these altcoin assets, they don't have the liquidity to facilitate the trades. And so they will effectively shut down their platforms for trading purposes and just kind of blame it on a server error or like on a downage issue. But people are unaliving themselves.
Yes, they are.
Like
Hey, I have a question.
it's yes.
Because that's extremely sad. So, like, do you all ever think that Trump is going to pay for his crimes?
No.
Nope.
I don't think so.
No, he'll be
See,
looking
okay.
up from us. He'll be looking up at us long before they even question him again.
See,
Fair
now
enough.
I was in middle school during his first presidency. I was in middle
You weren't
school.
supposed to see that reaction.
So from all my years of like watching all the political stuff, and I didn't get too much into politics until I was like in COVID when I was going into my sophomore year.
Mhm.
So when in middle school, it was a joke to me and a lot of people. It was, making memes and jokes out of, building a wall and all that shit. Mind you, like I'm in California, so it was especially funny as a black kid in California with friends full of people that were Latino. First off, we didn't even think it was literal. We thought it was bullshit. We were like, there's no way that people are really going to do this, especially Californians.
Yeah.
So it was a bunch of jokes.
Mhm.
And me seeing how far it's gotten, I didn't even think he was going to run the second time, and I didn't even think he was going to win this time. At the rate that it is going, and as much as they've let him get away with,
Mhm.
I would hope sooner or later he gets punished. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen the way it should happen, if you know what I mean. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Like he should have been punished 3 months ago for being for real. So
Yeah.
I
agree.
if he hasn't already been, if the people that haven't okay, Pete Hegseth should have been fired by now. The fact that Pete Hegseth didn't get fired for what happened for me showed, holy shit, there is no adult in the fucking room.
None whatsoever.
So at this point, I'm like, until he gets out of office, I don't think he's getting punished. But while he's in office, it's gonna take some real treasonous, he's gonna have to mess with 2A.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna have to really do something that unanimously upsets everybody.
But the thing is that when you say he'll have to do something to 2A, I know you're just using that as an example, but his doing something to 2A would have to directly impact them. So so if he takes away, if he has a DOJ, and they do the process of restricting gun ownership for transgender community, they don't care about that. All right, but if he tries to
Shit, the NRA is acting like they do care. They're standing by T people saying we don't want you touching anybody's pew pews.
Well, we know that, but at the same time, we thought the Epstein files were the line.
Yeah, but let's be for real. They don't. But I've given up on people that are happily saying that they're conservative or Republican, or people that are proudly MAGA, because that's cult shit. They'll do whatever they're told until it really, really affects them. I think that's why like the Purple Revolution bullshit
Oh, that
that
is
a bunch
so
of people were trying
silly.
to do.
Yeah. That
Oh
is
yeah, no,
so
it was
can't.
bullshit
Yeah.
because once people started saying like, "Hey, what's really changed?" and he's like, "Nothing's changed. I just don't like rich people." And it's like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Fuck you. We're not doing that." But I think even that is like a good example of like they're not really holding him accountable, which
They're
is why I
not.
think they really need to like he needs to do something that makes conservatives, Republican, and MAGA people truly feel like, "Oh my God, he's betrayed us," before everybody truly stands up and says like, "Hey, he's a problem." But I think until then, he's getting away with whatever he wants because he's not really affecting like, and this is not even just for like us on the ground, like voters. This is even for people that are in high standing because we see right now everybody that's in the political sector, except for the people that fight against him,
Exactly.
are rocking with him until he does something that's a little stupid. Then they're like, "Hey Donald," pulling on his collar, like, "Hey, can you back up a little bit, big fella? Don't do that yet." But like once he finally goes off the rail, or even like I said, Pete Hegseth or Pam Bondi, like someone needs to fuck up before everybody says it's fucked up.
But let's go back to the Purple Revolution thing because that was mentioned a few times in the chat tonight. And
yeah.
it is the silliest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. It is so
Oh, yeah,
silly.
it was
It's
not
giving,
gonna work.
it's giving blue bracelets.
No, you know what it was giving to me,
What?
Erica? It was giving shit. I don't know if anyone here is like anime nerd at all. To me, it gave like the people who helped the villain willingly are upset now that the villain isn't doing what they want. So now they try to come to the heroes and be like, "Hey, yeah, the enemy of my enemy." And it's like, "No, you're still my fucking
You're
enemy.
still my
You
enemy.
burned
Like,
down
you-
the town."
Exactly. Like you lit the match like Bernadine and walked the fuck away. I don't know if you all know who that is, but if you're black, you know who that is.
You mean like when Brooke tried to help the long arm tribe and they end up
Yes,
putting
thank
him
you.
in
Yes.
in the cage? Yeah.
Yes, that
Nerds.
exactly. That's exactly
Mhm.
what it felt like.
Nerds.
No, and I think my only thing about like the
Thank
whole
you,
Purple
Miss Kia.
Revolution stuff, I think my thing about the Purple Revolution stuff is kind of like it puts us back. To me, a lot of people that are on the right, and especially Purple Revolution people, wanted to do the whole like we don't talk about politics at the dinner table type of thing. They wanted us to go back to like no one talks about politics, no one asks you how you feel about human rights and this and that, and they wanted it to be like we all unanimously agree we hate rich people, but we all hate rich people for different reasons. And I think when it came to like the guy who tried to start it, of like how we said, "Okay, cool. What's changed? Why don't you support Trump no more? Why did you vote for him in the first place? How do you feel about A, B, and C?" And he just straight out said, "I don't really want to talk about policy." Is
Yes.
like even as a black man, that's my problem. If you are going to do something that will affect me negatively, I can't be your friend because to me, you don't care about me. And I'm even like
No.
a black man with ADHD. I have a little brother with autism. So even that, if you vote against like me and my family's mental health and me as a person, I'm not going to hold your hand and be like, "Kumbaya, different opinion." Like, no, because your opinion will fuck me up. And I think that's what a lot of people don't get on the right, especially your people that try to have that like hold hand sooner or later thing is like, yeah, I'm not just going to hold your hand. You need to convince me that you're not that same person. Because if we get Trump out of office, what's stopping you from the next 4 years of voting in? I mean, even though I don't think he'll ever do it, but like JD Vance. Because if JD Vance get in office, that's a problem. Again, we're back at the same spot.
Yeah, I don't think J.D. Vance can win though.
He can't.
Like I legitimately don't think he can win.
He won't.
Oh no, he can't win. Well, he'll win under the circumstances of like they don't want a blue person in presidency. He'll win off of like I don't want a Democrat in office, so I guess we got to vote for fucking Marshmallow Man, couch fucker. But like other than that, like I don't think he's winning unless they really have a different candidate.
I have my theory
I
about
genuinely,
J.D. Vance
people
and why
are
he won't win.
No, these people are so spiteful. They will vote for JD Vance just to make sure a Democrat doesn't get in office. Like you can't prove to me that they wouldn't vote for they can definitely tell, but they'll still do it just because they really think that like having a Democrat or a liberal or whatever is worse than having someone like JD. Even again, like Pete Hegseth was not held accountable. If they can allow him to still be in office, they just don't give a shit at this point. That's how they feel about it, I think.
I don't know.
I agree.
I can see it, but I don't know. I have my theory about that. But guys, I gotta get a move on. All right, gotta get a move on. Gemini and Corey, thank you both so much for coming up. Corey, we'll be in contact.
Welcome, America.
Gemini, I still don't remember, but I'm gonna remember this one. Okay?
Man,
I
that
promise.
hurt. You better. I'm
Why-
gonna be
why
hurt
does it hurt?
feelings.
You don't actually have feelings. You're Gemini. Okay, calm down.
I don't.
I know you. Okay. But thank you so much for coming up, love. I appreciate the conversation. You're fucking awesome. Matter of fact, let me do the thing. Follow
Thank you,
back.
Erica.
There we go. Of course, love. Have a great night. I know Corey.
I thought you was gonna.
Why would I do a magic trick? You
When
never get the rhythm right either.
You said do the thing. That was right. What are you talking about? That was absolutely right.
That's not the rhythm.
You're
You're gonna make me not remember the rhythm now. Like seriously, stop.
That's absolutely right.
What are we doing? Okay. All right. I don't know what Hector is doing.
He's a teacup.
He is a teacup. All right. But guys, I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna be gone for a whole week.
I'm back. What's up?
I'm gonna be gone for a whole week, Hector. I'm gonna miss you guys. And Kiana's not here. I don't like that.
We require daily check-ins.
I paid for the Wi-Fi just so I can make sure I have access to Discord.
I heard the Wi-Fi on on the thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if you told people what you're
I
doing,
have
so I'll
not.
just say the things sucks.
Yeah, well, if you don't pay for it, it does suck. That's why I had to pay for it because I did a little bit of research about it. And so that's
Mhm.
why I had to get it. I didn't get it for him though, because I don't want him having access. I want him to be doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But I paid for it for myself. So that should be fun. Just hoping to have a whole lot of friggin' fun is what I'm hoping to have and make some awesome memories. And I can't wait for Bubs to do certain things. And it's freaking awesome. That's it. Is it? Is
It'll be
it?
great.
It is. It will be. And just yeah. And I'll tell you guys all about it when we come back. But yeah, gone for a week, so do not expect me on any panels, no lives, nothing of that nature. Be perfectly honest, it'll probably be Saturday when I come back. So we'll see what happens. But guys, I want to thank everyone. All right, thank you to my friends for stopping by. Thank you, Mr. Itchy, for coming up. Thank you, Hector. Thank you, Santana. Thank you, Gemini. And thank you, Corey. Also, shout out to Sweet Peach. All right. I love peaches. Shout out to her. Guys, keep doing all of the good things. All right. Keep doing all of the good things. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, who shared the live. Shout out to everyone this morning in Dantrell's live who sent love. All right. I remember it was Alikins, Miss Loretta. Who else was it? Lily, Mr. Michael. I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry. Oh, Mimi, thank you so much. Y'all are friggin' awesome. I appreciate y'all. Like, thank you. Not Corey, Hector. Hector, why can't I remember your name tonight? Jesus Christ. Also, I moved the background. I don't know.
Seriously, gonna have to reevaluate this relationship.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to talk about the contract. Okay. Give me a week, okay? All right. Bet.
This,
All right.
this break should get you straight.
Exactly. All right, bro. I shall talk to you later, of course.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So with that being said, I leave you with this as I always do. All right. If you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else before I go. Thank you so much, Taro, for the 2. Taro said Snatampa, my current evolution of Santana's name. Okay. Yeah, so people always get his name wrong for some reason. That was funny. All right. I promise when I come back, I'm gonna be so much better with the tube super chats. I promise. And guys, again, I leave you with this as I always do. If you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Ellie Marie. Can we unlock the speed? The speed demon. We only need 350. There we go. Thank you, Extra Sunny. Thank you, Daddy Maddie. Meemaw loves you. Thank you, Demi. But I'll be on for prank calls tomorrow. Have a good night, Gamer Glow. And then I do have in the morning a battle series before I have to fly that I'm always in. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on my battle set or if I want to do the gas.